The more I approached the man, the more I was uncomfortable. And I was looking at my mirror, looking at my back. So when we were almost close to the man, I stopped. The man double-crossed the road with an AK-47.
Wow.
Yep. So I looked at my mirror, my rear mirror, to look at my back. So as I was trying to reverse, 3 other people came from the back. So
were they in a car or still on that bumpy road? On
the bumpy road, they came out from the bush. You know, we're in Kaba already. So as I was trying to go back, I couldn't go back, couldn't go front, because I noticed that they were carrying AK-47, cutlasses and machetes and everything. So they smashed, I was the one driving.
Wow.
They smashed my glass, both the screen and everything, with a big cutlass, and they cocked the gun. So at that point, we surrendered, and they marched 9 of us into the bush. 9. I've got 2 ladies, 2 female backups, you know, so we were marched into the bush, and their faces were painted, you know, 4 of them. So what they did was that they just say, you know, and the first miracle God gave us was that the ladies were separated from us, so, and 3 others. So they marched 4 of us into the bush at around about past 4, quarter to 4. So that was how the whole thing started, like a joke. So they destroyed the car, you know. So one of my boys went back to the military checkpoint that I talked about earlier on for help. They couldn't get help.
He was able to escape?
No, you know, they just took 4 of us and left 5 of them.
Oh, they took 4 and left 5?
Yes. Me and 3 other inclusive, they took us, you know, they kidnapped us. So we started trekking. So I was talking to them in Hausa, and you ask me, why do I know that they are Fulanis and Nijers? Because, you know, in Hausas, you can differentiate some Hausa language from the other one.
Yes. Like
Yoruba and Ijebu. So I know, because I lived in the north. So, but they can still speak Hausa, but not like our, you know, so I started begging them, and, you know, they were torturing us. That's even not the problem. So we our first trekking was from that junction of that Kaba. We trekked for about, since about past 4, quarter to 4, we trekked till about 1 a.m. non-stop.
Wow.
Non-stop. And one of my backup, which I don't want to mention, his name is a male. At that time, he's a bit on the big side. You know, he was losing breath, you know, trekking for, you know. So he told me that, Sati, I would like to, let me just end it up here, because my tongue is already, you know, it's dried up. I can't manage everything. So they were telling me in Hausa that, look, you know, meaning we will kill him. It doesn't cost us anything, that he's been delaying our movement, that we're supposed to be covering some miles at every point in time, that he's been delaying our movement. So I was begging them, they will smack me the gun on the head, on the hand. I was begging them that so my talking drummer had to carry this, my backup singer, because he couldn't, he's lost everything. He said he wants to die. So they told me in Hausa that, okay, what they want to do is that if this guy is going to delay their movement, that they will kill him and sell his body parts.
Are you serious?
Yep. They said they are going to sell his body part, that since he's just disturbing us, that now, in my presence, the people that will come to pick his body parts, they will come, they will sell, so they are not going to lose. So with faith, we didn't even know what we were doing. We were just doing everything with faith that, well, this is the end. Because 4 of them were carrying AK-47. As at that 1 a.m., they took us to a bush. We didn't even know where we are again, but we had trekked from about 4 till about 1 a.m. the next day. So when we got to where they had to, because it's late in the morning, very, very late in the very dark, in the bush, in the thick of the bush. So they lit up sticks for us to have lights and way, bonfire. They tied us, 4 of us together. So my drummer now was telling me that, boss, you know what? We can overcome these 4 people. We are 4, they are 4. That this gun is not normal gun. You know, the euphoria of the attacks and everything, we didn't even know whether it's a real gun or not. So they were telling me that, boss, let's run. I didn't know what came on me, because naturally I'm not always afraid, but I was just relaxed that, wherefore, if we run, they know this bush, we don't even know where we are. And do you know where we are?
Where?
They took us from Kaba. We're already at the Ondo Bank.
What?
We trekked from Kaba to Ondo Bank, because it was in the morning that we realized that we have trekked from Kogi to Kaba, to Ondo. Because when we woke up in the morning, I spoke to them in Hausa, where are we? They said we're in Ondo, that this is Ondo.
But they were even interacting.
They were interacting. One was 24, one was like 26, one was like 28, one was like 29. And 4 of them, they don't live in the same states. One is staying at Ekiti, one stays in Kaduna, one stays in Kogi, and one stays in Ondo. They don't stay in the same place. Anyway, so as at that point, they tied the 4 of us, and one was in our front with the AK-47, one was in our back, one went into the bush, and one was cooking. I don't know what they were cooking. They were cooking some drugs.
Drugs?
Wow. I haven't seen the drugs. I'm 52 years old. I've played music for almost 37 years, if not more than. I have played with everybody in this country. I haven't seen such a drugs. They were high on drugs, and they were speaking their Niger language, because I understand a bit of Hausa, Okay, so my drummer was telling me that, boss, let's run. I said, no, let's be calm. What if we run and we couldn't make it? So when we woke up in the morning, very early in the morning, we now saw the gun. Thank God we didn't run. We saw the gun. We discovered that it was real AK-47 that has several cartridges. When I mean cartridges, some of this gun, when they load the cartridge, one can shoot this one shoot like 10. I saw it, not because they're telling me. And I said, God, thank God that because if we had run, we are 4. Do you understand? We thought that the gun so that was how the journey started. So in the morning, they were beating us. As at that time, we already... They did. They said we should start. So they will go through all your phones, and call your contact, ask you. They will give you the phone to call people. One of the things I must say here, and honestly, I'm not afraid to say it, each time somebody ring our phone, they will take the number and they will dial some network to know who the person is.
Are you kidding?
Yep. So that tells us that they are not actually doing it on their own.
They are not illiterate either.
Well, they are not illiterate. They know what they're doing, even though they are not educated, but they understand what they're doing. And this is a cartel. This is a networking thing. They speak to the people in the communication world, in the network, because they were telling me that, allegedly, all this money, they're asking me, because they started from 40 million until about 5 million on the 3rd day. They said that they are not the only one that are going to share the money. The military, the police people, the communication, because each time somebody calls me, they will collect the number and they will speak to somebody in the network to know
where that person is calling from, who the person
is. In fact, when they took the 5 million,
how did you even come up? How did you even come up with the money being in that thing? How did they get it? Was it transferred?
That's another story. They brought it cash to them. They told me that they will know if there's a tracker following the money. It's a serious thing. That's why when I heard about the Kaduna attack, my spirit just went back to what I went through, because I know what the people will be going through now. It's something that is hell. There's nothing to define it than is hell. Now listen, the funniest thing is that we were walking around. We trekked out of the almost 72 hours. We trekked for almost about 50 hours. Because each time you spend like 7-10 hours in a place, they will tell you to move to another location. They have people that is talking to them, monitoring their location. You know what I mean? So it's not just, it's something that is unheard of in this country, you know, because my 5 band boys that were left went to report to the military checkpoint. My immediate elder brother is a prince, is the king. So he too was already connecting people. You know, if you are, honestly, I'm sorry to say this, I don't have any other country, but if you are kidnapped, you're on your own. It takes God for you to come back. Let me tell you another thing that happened is online. After I was released, because our release was purely a miracle, the Oba, one of the Oba in Ondo, 3 days after the money, we went to the market in Ekiti State, because we've left Kogi, you know, Kogi, Ekiti, Ondo, the Shia boundary, Auchi. So I said, where are you going? You know, by the second day they were talking to me a bit, because I can communicate a bit in Hausa, and yeah. They too they are not fluent in Hausa, but you know what I mean. Yes. So they told me that their father owns the land. That's deep. They say their father owns the land, and since they are not getting what belongs to them, this is what they resulted in doing.
I don't understand it.
Okay, because they said Fulani owns Nigeria.
How is that?
You know, whether true or false, because I was just listening, you know, and they said that this place belonged to them from whether 16th or 18th century, and all of a sudden they are not getting what belongs to them. So they have resorted to kidnapping, adoption, and everything. And they said they only do 3 jobs. They kidnap, they join Boko Haram, and they do rituals. I said, what kind of rituals? Yeah. They said, what kind of rituals? They said, when they kidnap somebody and people can't really come to get them, or fortunately or unfortunately resulted into death, so they cut their body part and sell it. That was why they told me the first night that if one of my guys slaying them down, they are going to kill him and cut his body part, and now they will still make money. They are not going to run, they are not going to lose anything. So I wasn't arguing with them, because who dare you to argue?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service, coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. Today is the 2nd day of the 6th month, being June, in the year of our Lord 2022. Do not forget that tomorrow the head of the Directorate of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Johnathan, will be addressing Biafrans by this time, 7 p.m. BT. Please do not miss that broadcast, please. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra Hausa-Service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Before I continue, let us pray.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwukika Abiyama, who resideth in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nani nkebine ligwe, ka hagede nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist, you opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had been so He said.
Once again, I welcome each and every one of you onto this hallowed platform. Today is the second day of June 2022. Before I continue to the subject of discussion or my submission today, please, I want to also tell us that we should make sure to continue bombarding BBC. If you understand what BBC is doing, the media propaganda, fake news, what they are propagating against us, I'm telling you honestly, you will be on righteous indignation against them, as I am. Let me just read this news about the kidnapping of the Methodist Methodist church bishop. Methodist Bishop Prelate Samuel Uche Kanu. Listen to how BBC put it. That was on 30th May, 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Let me read just a bit. I want you to understand something. I want to bring out something, please. This is BBC reporting when this man was kidnapped. The head of the Methodist Church in Nigeria, Samuel Kanu, was kidnapped on Sunday in Abia State, southeast Nigeria, alongside 2 other clerics. Police in the states say a manhunt has been mounted to rescue the priests. In Nigeria, the Methodist Church is one of the established evangelical churches. Listen, separatist groups have been active in the southeast region, where they have been agitating for a breakaway state from Nigeria. Do you hear me? I don't know. Sometimes I start asking myself, what did we do to Britain? Why should they be openly? I say, oh, they are no more hiding their disdain. You know, the way they put this in, they made the reader to understand, to believe that, oh, separatist group, they are the ones that kidnapped this man. Oh, very bad. All this security, just crush them. And we are not separatist group. As my brother said, I think, is it today or yesterday? Mazi Terry. Now, we are not separatists. Why you call us separatists? We are in our land. Separating from who? From who? What you created. Now you force us into an artificial creation. We are in our land. After we say no, this system you created and force us inside is not working for us. We want to become our original self, and you are calling us separatists. It is really absurd. And do you know who reported this? Let me mention his name. He's an Igbo man. Maybe he's from if not so-called Delta Igbo or this and that Igbo or Igbo. Because that is very sad. His name is Chris Ewoko. Chris Ewoko. BBC News Abuja. Ọnụkwa na Abuja na ama ihe mere na purgatory. Very sad indeed. Look at the way they put it. Separatist groups have been active in the southeast region, where they have been agitating for a breakaway state from Nigeria. In another way around, which is these are the separatists that did this. Okay, that was 30th May. Now let's come to today's news by BBC also on the same issue. Now the man has been released. The captions by the same Chris Ewoko, E-W-O-K-O-R, Ewoko. Why the caption said, why $240,000 was paid to my kidnappers? Cleric. Listen. The head of the Nigeria's Methodist Church, Samuel Kanu, has said a ransom of 100 million naira, which is $240,000 or 193,000 pounds, was paid to secure his freedom and that of other priests who were kidnapped with him. Dr. Kanu was kidnapped on Sunday on a highway while returning from a church event in the southeastern part of the country, where separatists have been agitating for a breakaway state. Do you see? He told continue listening. He told the BBC how his abductors showed him a gully where the composing bodies of some suspects or suspected past victims were dumped. They threatened to kill him and his two companions if the money was not paid. This BBC, they didn't report what the man said to the whole world openly. He didn't hide it. That these are Fulani boys, all of them. One of them was born in Igbo land, a Fulani boy from Sudan. His parents, they are dead, but his father was a cow trader. He said it. I will play the clip today. Kanu, can we? Why is BBC doing this? Why are they directly doing this? They want us to be slaughtered, all of us. And the person they are using, the person reporting this, is Chris Ewoko. Chris Ewoko. He will be an Igbo man. He should be an Igbo man. He told the BBC how his abductor showed him. Okay, the cleric said the ransom was raised by the Methodist Church in Nigeria. The amount was carried in 5 sacks of 20 million naira each. Now, the whole revelations this man made, these people still mention, oh, there is a separatist group in this. What? I don't know. Sometimes I'm telling you, because BBC, these people are evil. We need to continue bombarding them, please. We need to continue letting them understand that they are committing atrocity, genocide in our land by the way they behave, they report. Do you understand? What is open? The victim said something, they bench it. At the beginning, when the man has not been released, they also mentioned, notwithstanding they didn't say it direct, but they reminded the world that where this thing happened is where separatists are active. So what are they telling people? That, oh, these are the people. It's them now. It's them that they call Biafrans separatists, which we are not. Oh, it's Biafrans that kidnapped this man. Why? Which means Biafrans are fighting against the church or what? This is what they want to put. Do you see how they brainwash people with fake news? Now, when this man was being found, when he was released, He came up, I will play the man's voice direct. Thank God he's in the social media. They cannot remove it because they have been dubbed by everybody. So the BBC came also, instead of saying, writing that this man said that his abductors were the Fulani headsmen, they also continued it. Let me read it again. Dr. Kanu was kidnapped on Sunday on a highway while returning from a church event in the southeastern part of the country, where separatists has been agitating for a breakaway state. They are also trying to make the readers, people, understand that, look, people that did this, we are the so-called separatists. These are Biafrans. Whereas they know the truth. To God who made me. These people are driving us to a state, a boiling point where our life doesn't matter again, even if to take any of them down. I'm telling you honestly. Because I cannot see the reason why something that is clear as crystal. The victim, he said it, he didn't say it through his spokesperson. He openly said that, look, my kidnappers are Fulani headsmen. He described them complete. Everything he described. But BBC chose to still hang the whole thing on Biafrans, that to make people believe. If you don't know, if imagine people that are reading this, they didn't know, they didn't hear from the man. They will say, these are these separatists. Do you see how evil they are? I want you to have righteous indignation, angered by what these people are doing to us. BBC don't want us alive, and the worst part of it is that they are doing it using our own people. That is where it is absurd, honestly. When somebody will write a report, our own people, and they will come and cut it off, edit everything and say, no, what you write is not like that, put it like this, and you continue putting it as they did to a report against your people, bending the truth. What does it mean? That you are not you are a person of, you lack dignity. The person simply lacks dignity. He is very cheap. Because you see the truth, you know the truth, and you are pinning this thing down to innocent people, the victims. Had it been this man was killed, they would have, BBC would have been the first to now confirm it. Yeah, these are Biafrans that did it. Yes, said. But we must continue. We must continue. That is why, if you are not annoyed against BBC, please don't call. I know since I've been making people to, before you call me, I'll ask you whether you have called BBC. Calls receded. Calls declined about 2 days ago. Many people didn't call. I was just watching. Simple thing. You can't do it. Simple thing. You can't do it. But please, let us channel our anger media-wise to BBC. They are doing the work of, demon. A demon is even better than them. The way they report things against us, things that are, open, visible, clear, and they are using our people. If any person know this, I don't know, please, this name, Chris Ewoko, I don't know how we can get his number, direct number, so that we also call him. If any person, I will also check about it. But if any person knows his direct number, direct line, Chris, CRIS, Ewoko, his surname, EWOKOR. Chris Ewoko, BBC News, Abuja. Is him reporting all this? Because it's the person we see that we know. We don't care about the editing. Who is the editor? Who told you to do this? You are the tool that is being used. So we need to call this this man or boy, I don't know who he is, in order to ask him, why do you have conscience? In order to what integrity in making this false report? Why don't you report something objectively in order to tell the people the truth, at least? Because this one is in the public domain. Imagine somebody from India, he will be reading this. It maybe depends on BBC information about what is happening. He will read it and say and condemn Biafra. Oh, these are Biafra. These people they call Biafrans. Oh, and they are here saying that they are the victims, but they are the people kidnapping even a bishop. That is what he would think. Imagine somebody, another person in Sweden, maybe depending on BBC for news concerning what is happening. He will think the same thing. And that is what BBC wants them to believe. Oh, these people are evil, honestly. And we must... Gone is the days when we are timid. Gone is the days when the mainstream media, they have monopoly of the airwaves. No. Technology has done it that anybody anywhere in the world can say something and it will resound all over the world. It's not only BBC. Oh, this is not 1922 when they started, when you have to wait for them to give you news, when you have to wait for their validation. Has the news been carried by BBC before you believe? No. Today we are the world. I mean, technology has made the world a global village, where anything that is happening in one part of the world, real life, every other part of the world will be watching it. Therefore, BBC has no place to lie. We should descend on them, even in this their news, this their write-up, in order to tell them how demonic they are. We must continue. Today, I'm going to quickly play some clips which you have been hearing, but I'll play it still. I'll still play it, please. The topic of my submission today is stopping the Fulani conquest agenda. Stopping the Fulani conquest agenda. That is the topic of my submission. Right from the advent of Ottoman Danfodio. Please, before I continue, stop calling these people. Do not call them the House of Fulani. Separate them for who they are. Please. The history of the presence of the Fulani in Hausa land started only in the early 19th century, that is 1804, when Ottoman Danfodio started his jihad, manipulation, using religion to manipulate the Hausas. And after that, he ordered the Fulani men to marry as many Hausa women, girls they could, and compromise their blood to get another thing, so that there will be Hausa Fulani. But please, there is nothing like Hausa Fulani. Hausa is separate, Fulani is separate. Please. Many Hausas, though, don't understand who they are. The Hausas were advanced as of that time, during the Songhai Empire, because they were part of it, until the Fulani touched them. They had the touch of the Fulani. Badai Malafia, Dr. Badai Malafia, late Dr. Badai Malafia, he said that anywhere the Fulani goes, it turns into desert. Why? And it's truth. Any place they touch, they destroy the development, the advancement of those people. They did that to the Hausas. They destroyed their civilization, the Hausa civilization, and turned them into beggars today. Almajiri, same beggars, very diseased beggars today. Yeah. But there is still hope. Hausa should rise up. IPOB is fighting, agitating for the rights of every indigenous people in that zoo called Nigeria. It is not only Biafrans, please. Hausa should rise up. All other ethnicities, tribes in Nigeria should rise up and fight against our common enemy. And our common enemy are the Fulani, the Caliphate, the Fulani Caliphate. Ottoman Danfodio established the Sokoto Caliphate. Sokoto was not the original name. Sokoto is a Fulani name. The Hausa name for Sokoto was Gobir. Some call it Gubiri. That is the Hausa name for Sokoto. But when Ottoman Danfodio conquered there, now they removed the name and renamed it Sokoto and call it Sokoto Caliphate till date. Do you understand? Please stop calling them Hausa Fulani. Also, stop referring to Biafra or Biafra land as Southeast. It is an insult. I'm saying it. It is an insult. Do not be shrink to accept what your enemy calls you, please. We are not the only place that have, even under Nigeria setting, that have regions. Yes, there is under Nigerian setting, we have Southeast, we have South-South, we have Southwest. Also, we have Northeast, Northwest, and North Central. But you seldom hear this Northeast, Northwest, North Central. Why? Because they want to continue going in that bunch, albeit by force. The caliphate is forcing others. So why should you be everything you answer what they call you? Why? Biafra land is not Southeast only. It comprises of what you call the Southeast, the South-South, and parts of even Southwest, and the North Central, lower Benue, Kogi, part of Kogi, and part of Ondo, because part of Ondo is the Ijo people. It's part of Biafra. They carved them into Ondo State. That is the reality. So please, let us be wise and stop dancing to the tunes of our enemies. These are mundane problems which we think as very little mundane. But all these problems are very big, huge. You know, grains of sand. You know, when you are building with sand, to mold block, you see a grain of sand is so little. But these are components, the primary components of the house or houses you are seeing. Because without this grain of sand, you cannot build a house unless with wood. You cannot build skyscrapers unless with, you cannot mold blocks. But you see them as little things, particles. So all these things they are saying, we casually accept it. It is not right. Because once you continue accepting, a time comes you can no more jettison it from your brain. It continues being like that. Please stop calling Biafra Southeast. Please, I beg you. I beg you. We must continue. As I said, the topic of my submission today says stopping the Fulani conquest agenda or Fulanization agenda. It is the same thing. Right from the advent of Ottoman Danfodio, the Fulani Caliphate has never stopped their dreams of conquest of every indigenous people in that part of the world. This dream was put in motion and modified with or by the creation of Nigeria. The Fulani, through their political gurus, I call them gurus, yes, because they understand politics. The Fulani, through their political gurus, renegotiated with Britain concerning the continuation of their conquest agenda using the created country called Nigeria. What we are witnessing today, why this noise? What we are witnessing today is the progress of this mad Fulani dream of conquest. Unfortunately, this Fulani Caliphate is hell-bent on achieving their goals. They now resorted into using the overall indigenous political class in advancing their evil conquest agenda. What I have said about the conquest agenda of the Fulani, that is Fulanization. Some people call it Islamization, but I beg to differ all the time. Yes, there is a thin line. If you are not careful, you will not see that thin line between Islamization and Fulanization. Do you understand? You know, they want to use Islamization to Fulanize everybody. It's just like when Ottoman Danfodio was doing his own. He was pushing it to the people, to the houses, that, oh, this is Islamization. And Many of them bought the idea that, oh, we want to be pure Muslims, say no. But later did they know that Ottoman Danfodio is doing their Fulanization? The Islam, order for the change of Gobinem into Sokoto. Sokoto is a Fulani language. It's not Islam. You understand? So they must use something in order to do something. It's a weapon. They found religion a weapon in order to do all this. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right from time, has been clamoring that this time we are witnessing will be here, we come. Let me flash back to 2015 when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was soliciting for arms and ammunition, guns and bullets, in order, I don't know, I'm touching something, sorry, in order to make sure that our land will be defended. Listen, let me, here we don't forget. We are not like the zoo animals that once you eat indomie, you forget. You a town kwabi, Fulani cow. They flush, your mind become flushed up. And you continue zombieing. No, we are not. Listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was in the World Igbo Congress. Please, listen.
If we miss this golden opportunity, we are bound to suffer.
This is of our leader, the indomitable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This was in 2015 in the World Igbo Congress. I want to refresh your memory, please. Listen attentively.
I must come across with all of you. I like the fact that you are doing very well on you in private. There is one more thing that you must do. You must come out to support what you're doing. You need guns and need bullets. I know we love life so much.
He said directly, we need guns and we need bullets. And some Igbo people turn it that, oh, he need guns and bullets in order to fight Nigeria. They used it against him when he was arrested first in 2015. I send Igbo people. Listen.
That's why we need the human being. That's why we don't kill. To kill people is very difficult for us. So if not the carrying of people who will kill them with guns and bullets and weapons, it will be very, very difficult to do this. But without it, our water will overrun us. You have considered the planting of God in the state. One big massive problem we have. The thing that I in the Bible, if they succeed in translating because the life evidence in the Bible, if they get away, if they take, if they make it water for lack of them, we are finished as a people. Completely gone as a race. You will come back home, you don't know the way to your father's compound because they are coming. Programs everywhere in Biafra. They will overrun us in a matter of minutes. And the world will not talk about it. Because mankind is afraid of Biafra. They believe that Biafra, after Biafra comes, the world will come to an end. After any wise man will tell you. They believe that Biafra is the last miracle. Once it comes, life will come to an end that you know it. They will know that they are wrong. We know that this very promise that was made to us a long time ago, only if we go back to the Most High, we will realize our potential. Not be seen in our lifetime. We have the potential in this room to do it. Only if we can rise up without a challenge. That is why the same way that Israel stood against every God is how Biafra is going to stand. Not just the pinnacle, the survivability of the people who are downtrodden, people who we have pressed down for very long. That are a willing testimony to the kindness and the goodness of the Most High Biafra. I thank you all very much for listening, and I do hope in time to come, and bring yourself to appreciate what you're from. Thank you very much.
This is when our leader solicited for guns and bullets in order to defend our land, because he said it that they are coming to our bushes. That we are not going to defend our land by prayer and fasting. After all, Bishop Samuel Kanu Prayer and fasting didn't solve it. People praying, soliciting or telling people about heaven. When heaven is at hand, they now say, no, 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 we want earth. Don't you see hypocrisy? Instead, 100 million naira. A whole 100 million naira. Do you know how many arms he has given to the Fulani terrorists? Do you know? To save himself. But if it is maybe an ordinary member, they say, okay, let us go into prayer and fasting. And they will kill him. And they will say, it is the will of God. He has gone to heaven. RIP. But when it comes to them, they want to live. They don't want to go to heaven. They are douchey. Our leader here saw the future right from that time. Right from the start. He knew, he said it, they will come, they will enter our bushes, our forests. We need guns and bullets in order to defend our land. Otherwise, these people will overrun us. I want you to listen to some funny questions. Our people. One thing with Biafrans, with Igbos in particular, they don't take a precaution until the war that was fought, Biafra war, it was imposed on us, forced on us by force. If we didn't defend ourselves, they will kill all of us. That is why they took that stand. It's a necessity. But tell them to prepare that this thing, in case this thing can happen. Oh yeah. What we are suffering today is the cumulative result of this sarcastic character, laxity, lack of taking preemption. Our people, just as we are saying, even you will see our people in the north feeling comfortable. They will see they kill, what the political atmosphere. You see them buying, even others are buying more land and building houses. And you wonder, what type of people are these? Oh yeah, Zuzu. People that are not political in nature. That is what it means. They don't read from the situation. That is what these people in this meeting also, what they reflected. They reflected the direct character of an average Igbo man. Again, you don't see character. Nah, nothing mega. Everything, nah, where you hear which one you want to spread propaganda? Now, wow, that me. Do you know head of state? Do you know how many guards I have? What are you talking? And they will kill me. Are you crazy? Nah, nothing mega. Agi one. Oji agi one naka. He never understand, because this is the character of an average Igbo man. As long as he look in his perimeter, he look in 100 meters, he can see nothing. Everything, people are going to market, people are doing things normal. So he say, nothing. And what nothing is happening. Oh boy, go and look for money. Nothing is happening. But the Son of Man saw it. Mazi Johnathan. He saw it. That is the mindset of an illuminated brain, illuminated head. An illuminated brain. That is it. He saw it. I touch something and okay. Mazi Johnathan saw what we are suffering today. He saw it. He started making preparations. But lo and behold, people with him, his own people are, Bakumi. Now, let me continue playing.
exactly is the
This is
objective?
the question. This is the first question. Please let me.
You made mention of
must be seen in our lifetime. Not just as a pinnacle to the survivability of the people who are downtrodden, people who we have stretched down for very long, but as a willing testimony to the kindness and the goodness of the most practical Biafra. I thank you all very much for listening, and I do hope in time to come I will bring yourself to appreciate what we are talking. Thank you very much.
what? Maybe I didn't understand. What exactly is the objective of your movement? Number one, you made mention of the 22nd of this month.
Yes.
What will happen? I didn't get to hear exactly what it is again the 22nd of this month. And then the third one is that, did you make mention of you will need arms and stuff around?
Yes, yes,
so I really need to understand these three things. You know? Please, thank you.
Let me start from the last one, please. From what the person my brother asked.
When she asks about mostly the third question, it's good to ask for clarification, but the mindset is another thing. Oh, you talk about guns and bullets. Chineke, what do you mean? What do you mean? What he meant that time is to protect Bishop Samuel Kanu from being kidnapped and paying 100 million naira. That is it. That is the thing. So that is what our leader meant that time. So that people that are being killed today wouldn't have died. People that are kidnapped and by these terrorists wouldn't have died. Do you understand? That is what he meant. But they didn't understand it because these are not enlightened fellows. These are people that live by the day. They are deceived or blinded by illusions. Listen, please.
On Sunday the 30th of August, our people came out to evangelize, to preach to others about the need for us to get Biafra. And on the orders of Buhari, they were shot dead. And you will know that P2B in 2005, 2006 ordered the army to do something at the same place when members of the Nassau were shot to pieces because they felt that you can kill them, people don't care, which is a matter of fact. We don't care about each other. That is the truth.
That is the truth. I don't even know how it's Chukwuoke that brought Mazi Johnathan. Otherwise, our lives, they never mattered in Nigeria. Our so-called political elites, is it our elders? Well, Igbo man is just a sacrifice. You kill him and nothing happens. Right from the time of Maitasini in the north, our bloods have been spilled in the streets of Kanu, Kaduna, everywhere. What happened? Nothing. And did any person come up to make a statement, audacious statement? No way. Instead, they go back and start using it to, beg for political positions. That is the reality. But this man, Mazi Johnathan, just rose up audaciously to defend his people. And that is what even the political class see him as absurd. Nnamdi Igbo ka ị na-achị ga-defend nna ị ga-anwụkwa ndị Igbo. No person defends ndị Igbo. Because okenohia ngwuri n'ụzọ. That is what they used to tell him even privately. Ị ga-anwụkwa nga ị na-defend ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo abeg hapụ ndị Igbo onye ọ na-achọrọ ego ebe ọkụ nyụrụ awụsa ụwa. That is the adage they always use on him. But he refused. Continue listening, please.
We gather once in a while to eat, to party, and to drink. But when our people die, nobody cares about them, no, that's about them. Now, from that, we now know that the best way to defend yourself is to be armed. Because Boko Haram is everywhere, in the zoo police, in the zoo army, in the zoo navy. Zoo, by the way, is Nigeria. That's what we call it, is a zoo. those are full of wild animals. Only those who are not sensible will understand that there is no name like Nigeria before the white man came. I don't need to call you nigger. Then I'll call you nigger, because when you say I'm a Nigerian, it means you're a nigger from a nigger area. That's what the meaning of it. Niger is English word for nigger. In Latin, it is nigger. In France, it is called Niger. Means the same thing. And I can't be a nigger. I come from Biafra. The place that's older than Britain. That's number one. So we need guns and we need bullets. And those of you in America will give it to us. Very important. And also, on the 22nd of
the YouTube channel I'm playing this from, I know it's Nadem. It's one of those. Anytime our leader mentions guns and bullets, because the caption on the YouTube is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu solicited guns to fight Nigeria at World Igbo Congress. Do you see how they do? Oh, anytime our leader mentions we need guns and bullets, he will write it. Not only he's speaking, so that if you don't hear what he said very well, he will put it on the screen. We need guns and bullets. The way he said it, for you to understand that even this person is a criminal. These are people that normally they're supposed to be victims of this Fulani terrorists. That is it. Continue listening.
This month something will happen. It's called the blood moon. Most of you don't know that 1967, before the war started, there was a blood moon as well. Are you aware of that? It comes once in a while. There was blood moon in 67. There will be blood moon this year, because after this year we're going to be free no matter what happens. Because if we don't get Biafra, everybody will have to die. Simple as that. I'm not joking. I came from back home for this convention. I stay in Biafra land. I don't stay in London anymore. I stay in Biafra. I don't want people to underestimate what we are fighting and the type of adversaries that we're facing. Very, very pitiful. The World Congress was set up to ensure that all these senseless extrajudicial killings of our people should stop. Is that not correct? Is that not correct? Is it continuing or not? They are still killing us. They are deporting us from Lagos, burning our shops all over the place. Our people being rendered useless and homeless. No appointment from Buhari. The oil and gas comes from our land. But after a while, I sense more or less,
another question.
This is what you have to do. If you don't do it, then what comes after it? My question to you now is that, have you ever thought about the effects of what we're trying to fight? And number two, you know the society where we are in. Where do we go from there? I understand we have concern. Is it possible for the concern to be addressed objectively? We can always reach wherever we want to go.
I'm sorry, your name please.
Sure. Thank you very much. As long as you're a Biafran, you have my love and you have my respect. I will honor you anytime, any day. If you stand in front of me and say you're a Nigerian, you have something else common. I will never respect you because it means you're not sensible. Simple as that. About the implications, we are dead already. There's a thing that is down this year and no for.
We are dead already. You hear it? For people that will threaten us with death, we are dead already. You hear it from the horse's mouth. Continue listening.
Fine for the person. As for me, death is better than the humiliation. Thank you.
My name is Chief Sergeant. I need to know.
You know, Chief, I don't know. I never knew one of I don't know where. On the Amazon, that is another person that rose up to ask question.
As a matter of fact, I really thank you. I really thank you for showing up, because if not because we have a limited time, I have like hundreds and hundreds of questions to ask you. Then I'm going to ask few questions. information about people who died as a result of this cause? What kind of benefit? And you answered it. A lot of folks are here and you wanted us to give you the support. And you mentioned guns, mentioned arms and ammunition. And I also understand that if we make ourselves...
These people that are afraid of mentioning guns and bullets, if they go back to the zoo now, to their community, they will not live without guns and bullets. They will hire police or military right from that time. But when you talk about it, it seems you are saying another thing. You know, our people, we should be wise. We have problem, I'm telling you. And this problem is not now. This is why the work of Mazi Johnathan is highly monstrous. It's a big, he engaged in something that maybe even he didn't even know the magnitude until maybe later he knew, he understood. Because to sanitize our brain, to make us to focus, to understand the danger that we are in Nigeria is one huge, very huge task. Very big one. People, is something that started right from time. And I believe, to my own understanding, I thought that, is due to our way of life, the frame. Let me tell you, dictatorship or monarchy brings discipline to a people. Do you understand? Dictatorship or monarchy brings discipline to the people, because you have to abide by the law of the monarch. That is one advantage. It binds people, it makes people to be disciplined. But we lack this. We are, democratic Republicans by nature. This republicanism, the ancient, it started from ancient time, and we are unable to develop it because of the intervention or interference of Britain. We are able to sanitize it, because the real republicanism right now, for example, the real democracy, you cannot have it without discipline. It's impossible. During the old time, the old period of our time of our republicanism, it is joined by our religious way of life, our spirituality. There are some things you do, now we leave you for Allah. You understand? If you think it is you and your God now, Igwekala, or is it more? We just tell you, are you the person that did this or not? And you say it is not you. You go and swear oaths or do the ritual to understand. We don't have prisons. We don't need to kill people. Whereas some other monarchs, they kill. Once they establish that you did that thing, they will kill you. But in our land, we never killed. We can send somebody to exile. All those things affected our life till today. It makes now, as we enter into the bad system called Nigeria, now we use Nigeria promoted, instead of first sanitizing it, he promoted indiscipline. Anybody do as you want. Even in the ancient time, whereas we can even be afraid of our spiritual or spirituality, in Nigerian setting, we are no more afraid of anything. The law is not there. The law is there, but there is no implementation of the law. The law is for the highest bidder. Justice. As long as you have money, you can buy justice. Now, everybody is bent on focused on making money so that he can be able to buy justice, making contacts. So no person talks to another person to correct him. No. If you want to say, if you want to call, oh, you did this thing, let us go to our shrine to swear. You say, no, I'm a born again Christian. All those things brought nonsense, every type of bad thing in our land. So this all these things accumulated to indiscipline. That is why you cannot talk to an Igbo man. Every Igbo man on Makesi may everything. Mazi Kanu opened up Radio Biafra. Others will go and open. Is he not opening radio? I can do it. That is the average character of Igbo man without discipline. It is only the coming of Biafra that will sanitize us into discipline. That is the reality. Otherwise, with Nigeria, we are finished. I'm telling you. So continue. Let me rush it. There is one question I want. One man that I want his question, please. This lady also asked questions.
Peace, and that's why people like me is here today to enjoy. But I want to ask you all that: how can we, at this certain time, go into this? I don't know. It's like yes, it's like it's something like Naga war. My heart is just like this. So what is going on?
But now, war. He's searching for gun and bullet. Oh, Naga war. They fail to understand because they are biased in the mind. They fail to, why not quietly ponder and, ponder. No, because no matter they are educated, but they are not enlightened. Enlightened mind sees the future. You think that he's a prophet. That is enlightenment. He can do that. Illuminated brain, illuminated mindset. That is our leader. Do you understand? But these people, they are looking at the situation. Okay, we can vote in anybody. Oh, vote, no problem. But why are you talking about guns and bullets? They never understood that a time will come when our land will be full of Fulani terrorists in our bush. But our leader understood. He knew. That is why he was shouting. A lone voice in the wilderness. That is the thing. Let's listen.
The fact of the matter is that we have to speak the truth. It may not sound very palatable, but as our brother Dr. George Verity spoke earlier, about truthfulness and honesty.
Listen to this one.
Thank you for the effort you are making on behalf of all of us Igbos and
Thank you.
Biafrans. I have a question to ask because after a while we gotta start thinking. I don't want Nnamdi would accept the fact that the changing in men will make us different.
Do you hear what he said? He don't want Nnamdi to understand, to accept the fact that changing name means changing. You understand? Or we bring good thing. Okay. There is a place in us.
You see, when we say Igbo states, Igbo people are doing extraordinarily well, and they will even do better if they stay on their own. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is about that if we separate, we become great. Let us use the latest country created by the United Nations called South Sudan.
That was the time they are using South Sudan as to scare us. You want to be like South Sudan? Even these people, they know. Do you hear it again from anybody? The answer is no. Before it was, oh, you want to be like South Sudan? Look at South Sudan, no. Hey, look at South Sudan, no. Today is no more. There is no more, something like that. No more. They don't, because they understand that one is gone. South Sudan is okay. They are developing. You understand? So it's no more something you can scare us with. No, that example doesn't exist any longer. Continue listening to this man.
This very small country, which is very large, was all about excitement. But now people are what? Dying and killing. The issue is not whether we answer Biafra or Nigeria.
That is
The
life.
issue is what are we doing for ourselves and him. And I know you said you live back home.
You cannot do anything under the Nigerian setting. That is what people should understand. There is nothing we can do under this Nigeria, because Nigeria is just darkness. Darkness covers us. You understand? It's just like the old Israelis. They should have been claimed. After all, they have become citizens of Egypt, because they have stayed there for hundreds of years, 400 years. So they are citizens of Egypt, from Goshen side, everything. They didn't clamor to stay there, that they can do well in Egypt, because it means darkness. Nigeria means darkness. Nigeria is being, people should understand this. That is where they have problem. Nigeria is, they negotiated, Britain, the Fulani, the Caliphate negotiated Nigeria to be their own. As long as Nigeria continues existing, there is nothing you can do. It belongs to the Fulani, the Caliphate. They negotiated this with the British. So in order to progress as a people, the only thing is to scatter, to destroy that building, that institution, so that you can be free. That is the truth. Nothing you, if you want to be, if you finish building Kanu, you go build the whole of the north, whole of Abuja, whole of everything. It will never spare you or give you any advancement in Nigeria. It is impossible. Instead, it will be welling and welling. If that's the case, the Jews also in Europe, they should have become okay in Europe without looking for their land. But no matter what they did in Europe, no matter what they contributed in Europe, they were always targeted. Look at the Fulani man that spoke, demonizing Igbos, which are Biafrans in general. They call everybody Igbos, yes. That's why, you understand that one of the things that are, making them to kill us, because we are progressing. We are progressive people. We advance. We are rich. We get money. The man said it. How we make money. When you are in the midst of buffoons, stupid set of people that don't know anything, now you work hard and make your money, they will always call it that you are cheating. That is it. You see an Igbo man come to Lagos with nothing. He will even be carrying goods. He can push a truck or carry load on the head for some time. If he's starving himself and starving himself and saving money. Before you know it, maybe after 1 year, he will just open small. He will tell just small shop. Side, he will put small things in one side. Now, here. Sometimes he will skip dinner or lunch, and all those times, these people that call you that you are a cheater, they are doing their own thing. They don't care. Before you know, that person that has small window that is called the shop will now rent a bigger shop. From there, start progressing. Now, those people that saw you maybe 3 years back when you came with nothing, those that are indigenous people there, they will start being against you that you cheated. Because for them, you cannot make anything without cheating. Because they themselves, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to make business. They don't know how to invest on anything. So they are morons. So if you make it, you cheated. So that is why they hate us. Exactly the same thing that happened to the Jews. Anywhere they are, they became targets because of their successes. So there is no way they could have succeeded in Europe without getting their own land. That is the same thing with us. We can never, you can have maybe 1 to few people called successful. After is it not a successful? Is a servant. That is it. So, but you don't reach your limit. Anytime they want, they destroy our things, they kill us. In Nigerian setting, until we get our land, we restore our land. That is the time now we will be free to be doing things to reach sky that is our that will be our limits, the sky. Do you understand? So if somebody is telling you that, oh no, let us we can this thing in Nigeria, changing them is not the best, it doesn't mean changing advancement. It is, it means so. It means controlling our own destiny, our own future. Because under the Nigerian setting, Ahmadu Bello, he swore never to allow us control our future. That is the truth. So continue listening here.
And you came here. And I don't know what passport they travel.
Do you listen?
Because I know on the international level, unless the rule have to change, there is no country not in the United Nations as one. Biafra. You must have come here through a recognized nation passport, or you may have smuggled in. So my brother, my question to you is, before we start talking about what the house...
No, you know one thing I see in some of our people, they are so proud of stupidity. This man that is talking, any person, most of us have seen it. It's on YouTube. The way he is speaking, the way he is full of himself, he thinks that he is the most intelligent person. He didn't know that he is making mess of himself. I'm telling you. He will call himself, you know, that is our common mantra. You know, I'm educated. I went to Harvard University. Yes, to remember. This man didn't know or fail to understand that somebody fighting for freedom, anything you lay your hand on, you can travel with. Traveling with the country's passport, it doesn't mean that you are, it's out of necessity. That is it. And that is why you are going, you want to get out of it. Do you understand? But the way this man is talking, when you look at him, he's full of himself. He was full of himself, thinking that he is the most intelligent person. What passport did you come with? That is what he was asking our leader. There is no recognized country like Biafra. But today, I know the language is changing. At least through the kidnapping that we are seeing today by the Fulani in our bushes. Now, owing to this was when our leader, who saw the future, was clamoring, trying to convince our people to support that these enemies, the caliphate, they are coming in our land. That a day like this will come when they will kidnap and kill our people, kill our prominent men and women. You know, the same thing Agirosi told the Madiebo. This thing will never get away from my mouth, because this is the way we behave. You know, I will ask him question today that maybe the man, before going, he said, let him come. I will ask him today question today. He will fall. He will not even know how to answer it. I will show him that I studied in Harvard. I'm highly educated, not a miscreant like him. That is why when he was talking, fooling himself, he didn't know. He thought that he is the wisest man on earth. Let me play. Now, as I was saying, the topic of my submission, stopping the Fulani conquest agenda. You know, our leader went to World Igbo Congress in order to solicit for material to stop this conquest agenda of the Fulani. But they failed to understand. Today, Prelate Samuel, he paid 100 million naira. If you tell him bring 1 million naira from the backyard and support ESN, he will tell you how, he quote Bible for you, how Nigeria will be good. But today he suffered it directly. Can they hear? They don't hear. You know, they don't hear, they don't listen until the rain enters. When they will look, now the flow is overwhelming everybody. That is that time they will start, you know, asking, looking for solution when it is almost too late. our leader rose our awareness to understand, to be enlightened in order to understand what will happen in future. And that is why IPOB is following his footsteps. That is why IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, we don't see the way others see things. Do you understand? That is the reality. Now, I want you to hear what you have been listening. Listen to T.Y. Danjuma in confirmation. Listen to him, please. Again, because you have listened to it, but listen to it again and again.
It's a mini state. It's a mini Nigeria composed of various. It's a mini state. It's a mini Nigeria composed of various ethnic groups living together reasonably
the voice of
peacefully.
One of those that are being deceived with the illusion called Nigeria. And he also killed the Biafrans to preserve Nigeria. He helped to build what is happening today. But ignorantly. He built it. He helped in building it ignorantly. Thinking that he's building Nigeria. He don't know that he's building the Fulani Caliphate. Helping the Fulani Caliphate to take what they are being promised. Today, he has recognized. Listen to his voice.
In this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state, and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral.
Are you hearing it?
They collude.
They collude.
They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
That is it. He said it without mincing word. The armed forces T.Y. Danjuma helped in building ignorantly, thinking that because this man to say something, he is a person that has been the chief of staff or army staff or defense staff in Nigeria. He has privileged information. Do you understand? So when he was disappointed that he was deceived using Nigeria as an illusion, he came up openly to talk to people that if you depend on Nigerian military to save you from the bandits, from the Fulani terrorists, that you are on your own, that they collude. Do you understand? He know what he's saying. But when you look at him, even the way people are clapping, he was not happy. Because there is something worrying his mind. He said, how can these people, what I'm saying, does it need clapping? This is a serious matter and these people are ignorant, they don't understand and they are clapping. Oh, this is what you are witnessing today. Our leader saw it. This man confirmed it. Obadiah in my life here the same thing. And still, you see some people. When our leader was talking to people, World Igbo Congress, as educated as many of them are, all that matters to them is speaking English and asking questions through heavy grammar. It's very, very bad. is very, very sad indeed. I'm talking about stopping the Fulani conquest agenda. That is what I'm talking about today. Somebody is calling me. Why? Is my voice not coming out? It is, because my system is all clear. So why should my voice is coming out, so why should somebody be calling me? So we must continue. Now let me play the clip of this man. You have been hearing his voice because our radio platforms have been playing it, and we continue playing it. This man that was kidnapped. Many people are being kidnapped every day. Most of them you don't hear. But this man is a high profile personality. That is why it is everywhere. Listen, and listen well.
And it was most of the way that this happened. And there has been a lot of issues that is being paraded on the social media and also
this introduction
in various means of
from one of the
communication.
fathers.
This press conference is intended to put the issue and what the situation is all about. We as a church, we are very happy to present to you our father, who has been brought back safely through prayers and of course by the commitment of the Methodist people.
It's not through prayers. That is why I left because I had it. I said it's not through prayers. The man was brought back through the ransom paid, physical something, practicality. It is not through prayers. If it was, their prayers, why they believe in that prayer only? Why did they pay ransom? Why didn't they say, okay, don't pay ransom, prayer will solve it? Oh yeah, continue. You know, Saturday will be our religious discussion. Please do not miss it, because Wada and I will come up, and we will not leave this religious discussion. It doesn't matter who it pains, because here also lies our problem, or most part of our problems. They tell you, oh, they paid ransom 100 million naira. It's a very huge sum of money. They armed the terrorists more in order to kidnap others that might be your church members, or that might not be, but others also. That is what they did. So, and they are coming here to tell me it's a prayer, through prayer. Which kind of prayer? I will not preempt, please. Let us go.
Please make welcome His Eminence Dr. Samuel Chukwuemeka Kanu Uche, really Methodist
media. What happened was that I went to recruit for the injunction of the national officers of the Methodist Brigade. I arrived on Saturday and Sunday the service, and in order to catch up with my flight, along with my chaplain at 4:30, to go to the airport. Oblivious of the fact that kidnappers were waiting on me. And as we were descending to live in Sinabia State, these people came out from the bush. They divided themselves into three places. Some people were attacked, some people were descended back, who shot, who fired at us, and there was another group in front. Make sure that we didn't run away. They fired shots at our vehicle, and eventually they abducted us, three of us. The communication man of the church was able to escape. The driver was able to escape. They captured me, the Bishop of Owerri, and my chaplain took us into the bush and were torturing us. Then it was in the process of that torture that I hit my right eye on a tree. And even when blood was flowing and it was soaking my handkerchief, they didn't feel like anything happened. All they said that we should follow them, that they are not actually against Nigerian citizens, they are against the government, and the government is a bad government. They are Fulani boys, all the 8 are Fulani. They are Fulani boys, and that if any day they see the president, they will chew him.
Do you know why? Do you know this place? There are things that are in this statement. It can be a misleading. You understand what these boys, these terrorists are being, taught to say whenever they get a kidnapper like this, so that he will go out to send a message. Another explanation could also be that why they hate this man, I mean the administration, no matter how it is that they wanted him to openly declare a Fulani state, direct, openly. And that is what he promised them. That is what led Buhari promised them with all the cabals. That once they enter, they are no more going to do something close or secret. That they will declare everything. So they waited, and he didn't declare openly, so that there will be complete jihad, open jihadism. And you understand? Remember the people that are still in captivity. The train, Abuja Kaduna railway train terrorist bombing. People that they are still in captive. They say that the present government knows what they want, so they don't need to tell them. When you plus and minus add up, it is adding up to something. That how this present administration entered power, because of what he brought terrorists and promised them that, look, if you help me to enter power, I will be in government. I'll be the government. I will declare Islamic State direct. Nigeria as an openly Islamic State. Without wasting time. Maybe under my 2 years, I will declare. So they waited for him, and he didn't do it. That is why they say he is bad. He didn't give them what they want. I don't know whether people understand. It is not that they are saying that they are suffering, the government is bad, just like as you are seeing it. No. Let us continue.
Appointed them and disappointed Nigerians, they will chew him raw. Or any of his representatives, they will chew him raw. So I said, well, even though I'm part of government, but I'm a church man, I'm a man, Christian, I'm not a government official. They said, okay, that is what I saved you. You would have killed you outrightly without asking for any ransom. But now that you're a church man, let's go inside the bush. So we moved and trekked up to 15 kilometers. But I knew that because from my area, I knew that we were marolling and winding, going up, going down, going up. And eventually at 11 p.m., they said, okay, now we negotiate. Each of us will pay 50 million, and we're going to pay 150 million. I thought it was a joke. I said, we are going to pay 10 million. They said, what? Don't say that. They lifted up their knife to cut me. I said, please hold on. They said, we are not going to change it.
Do you see the language they understand? We have been appealing to our people, support us, support ESN, appealing to your. Do you see now what is, when you to implement something? Do you see it? When these people say you have to pay 150 million, they say no, I thought it's a joke. The way we are going to pay 10. They say what? They brought out knife. Because that is the language our people understand. When you appeal to their conscience, no. Had it been this money this man paid, it took just a fraction. He will be supporting ESN from the backyard. You know, that is why I say Igbo people are the worst in politics. You see in the Igbo, they are the worst. I say it without any equivocation that Igbos are the worst political set of people. They are zero. Ignorant people in politics. Had it been they are not, you know what they will be doing? All these people, all these bishop prelates that are immediately, they under 24 hours they rose more than 100 million, and they gave it. This thing, what they would have been doing is from back, they will ask and give. Forget, we are in support of what you people are doing. We're in support. Do you understand? Continue. Don't mind us if we come to talk public. You know we are in Nigeria, so take this amount. I will be giving you so amount every month or every week, you know, to support what you are doing. Continue. Now, do you understand me? But they don't do it. They don't do it. Do you know that all the Northerners, the Northern Caliphate, all of them, they contribute to Boko Haram. Do you know that? Secretly. If you don't contribute your quota, they'll come for you and you will disappear. They contribute. Chineke, I don't know. The Fulani, they met the indigenous population that they feel that are very stupid. And that is why they have the audacity to do what they are doing. To conquer everybody. Taking charge of everything. And that is what we are exhibiting. He gave 100 million and they are clapping that it's a God that did it. Who tell you? He empowered them more to commit more atrocities, to kidnap more innocent men and women in our land. That is what it means. Do you know how many arms and ammunition that this 100 million could purchase? The time our leader was clamoring for, give me guns and bullets. They have all this money, they hide it, they say, oh boy. But he came in and now, go up that direct. Go up that quick. Let's continue listening.
They're going to pay us 150 million. Eventually, they said, okay, because our father. And these guys are between 18, their leader is about 35 years. I told them, all of you are younger than my own daughter and even my son. You are younger than them. I'm supposed to be your father. Say, we know, that's why we are not very harsh with you. Otherwise, not even outside. Now say, okay, let us tell you what we will do. By then they are taking my episcopal ring, because it's gold plated. They're taking my wedding ring. They're taking this thing. They said, and they took all and sacked our bag and took all the money. They said, okay, do you know what to do? Pay us 100 million. It's not negotiable. If you talk, we shoot you, kill you, and forget about the money and kidnap others. I said, okay, we will pay you 100 million.
He agreed direct. Yeah, he agree. No more prayer. He agree. Yeah, he agree. But imagine that he's an ordinary member of the church. That they say, okay, pay 20 million, for example. They come to him and say, Father, our ordinary member, very poor man, or they say he should pay 20 million or the key. He said, no, he will tell them, let us pray. No money now, no money. Let us pray. Pray for him. That's the hypocrisy we are always attacking. You understand? He didn't want to go to heaven. He forget the prayers and God and say, okay, he now started doing something practical. What our leader have been clamoring, soliciting. Let us do something practical. The practicality of something of the issue is this. We need guns and bullets. So it's not only prayer. Prayer cannot save us from these people. It's on guns and bullets because our people are mistaken. Oh, let us pray. Oh, let us pray. You have to you have to do something practical. We are in a world of practicality. Do you understand? We are going to discuss about it on Saturday by the grace of Chukwuoke. On discussion about religious issues. Now you see, immediately he agreed because his life is in danger. He agreed to pay that money, no matter how huge. Continue listening.
They said, after some time, they said, where is the money? I said, this is Sunday night now. How can we get money this night? And you know that this seat at home in Igbo land, you can't afford the money now. Be patient till morning. We make contacts. When we make contacts within and around Imo and Abia, make contact from our agency. My wife's line was not good, so I knew she must have been very depressed and confused. So eventually I was able to get her. I told her my life. Nothing happened. I told my wife I'll be released, but it's a matter of time. And he told me she had already gathered the vote to pray. So they were praying. Now, at the time they said, we are delaying them. My bishop of Owerri, they laid him on something, and somebody raised knife, and they are going to cut off the head. Now the blood will spill on me, and then I know they are serious. The other one pointed to me, I said, don't you need money? We will raise the money for you. So
this is the money our leader is sitting. IPOB, we need it in order to prevent what happened to you. But with selfishness allow them? No. The issue, what is good for them, what they like is, as they cut him now, personally, he paid and relieved himself as a big man. So, others that are being killed, it doesn't matter. Bring a fraction of that money and give it to protect so that you will be walking freely. No way. That is a complete selfishness. Continue listening.
From where they were situated, the soldiers, all of Fulani extraction, Nigerian soldiers, they were there at Loma Junction. And these boys were going behind them. Meanwhile, they kept their cows somewhere, numbering about 200 somewhere.
Do you see the reason why the leadership of this struggle has given order that no Fulani cow in our land, because they are using it as a disguise, cattle herding, in order to come to commit atrocities in our land. Do you understand? It's a disguise. In this platform, I have preached many times about the history of Fulani conquest in other parts of Africa. They use cattle. Oh, we are cattle rearers. Give us this place, they stay. And from there, it becomes a launching pad for them. Do you understand? They are using this cattle rearing as a disguise. Why they did in Niger State have a very big land, Kaduna the same thing. Why they cannot go there and concentrate? Why? Don't you ask yourself why? They have grasses. But they say no. Instead, they prefer to be they are using this cattle. Therefore, when you see them using the cattle, they are cattle rearers, this and that, they are simply terrorists. That is why United Nations, the world body, rank them, Fulani headsmen, as the 4th most dangerous terrorists in the world. They know. They know. Britain knows. BBC knows. This man is saying this in the public domain. But look at what BBC wrote earlier today. I read it. They made people to believe that it is Biafrans that abducted this man and collected ransom of 100 million naira and released him. The way they wrote their thing. For you to understand how bad, how ugly, how evil BBC is. Now, they understand me. They listened to this man. They were there watching this man see all these things. They didn't say, okay, let's go ask him. They are asking. The man says all these things in public domain. Thank God he said it, like one of our brothers say during the Alozie time, that this man came out and said it when in time, so that he didn't wait to be corrupted, because had it been waited for another day, Nigerian military, Nigerian police, the Nigerian government would have met him, politicians would have met him, even Igbo politicians. Nah, don't say this, look at what to say. Don't worry, that 100 million you paid, don't worry, we will pay you, we will give you anything you want, don't worry. What is your account? Please, for the interest of the unity of the country. That is always how they come. For the interest of the unity of the country. Don't say this, don't say that. Just say it that people that kidnap you, they speak Igbo. Just put it like that. Now we will do the remaining work. And if he's selfish, he will accept and come out and say. That time they have doctored him, but thank God they have said it out. So he cannot go out again in order to retrieve anything. I heard that Nigerian military invited him so that they will tell him, why did you, Oga, why you say like this now? They will now start looking for any way, maybe whether since he have been a child in Nigeria, whether he has duped, they might know something on him. That is how they work, that is how they act. They might nail something on him, or use a woman come out and say, no, he raped me. Oh, no, that time in 1904 he raped me. Do you understand? Because when they see him, if they invite him, he should go with his lawyer. Otherwise they will start threatening him. You must go and retrieve what you say, this and that. This man said directly that the people are Fulani, that they work hand in hand with the Nigerian soldiers, mostly of Fulani extraction. But the question is this: what about the Igbo soldiers in the Nigerian military? Don't they see all these things? Don't they see all these things? For goodness sake, why should they be quiet? Why? When all these things are being done, wow, don't they now even they take what these people do now? The Fulani in our land, they take hostages and go and dump them in military barracks. All these mini barracks in our land, they dump them there, pending for ransom. That is why you will look anywhere, you cannot see them. That is the reality. So they have resorted in to make money from us in order to buy more weapons, because they see that we are stupid. That money you should have contributed in helping to defend our land through ESN. No, they will take more than 1,000 times more than that, and you are happy. You are happy to give them, and thank God that you are alive. Do you see why I say our people are very stupid? We don't preempt. We don't take precaution. No. We allow the problem to come. Now we start running helter-skelter. No, but now I was hearing it on the internet, but now it happened to me. Must you allow the thing to happen to you before you learn? That is a question I have for our people. You that is listening to me, just ponder, please. Let us continue listening.
Down with some people, and they're all together. People were taking care of the cows, but they were, hiding us in the bush until finally they settled somewhere. They said, when are you bringing the money? I said, by 12 noon, I will call the people I contacted whether the money had been raised. And I called them. They are gathering the money, and they had it. They said I will use my phone to talk, but they can't use their phone. They don't want to be tracked. So if I use their phone, the security of forces will track them down. Now I use my phone, I negotiated. I told my people, they say we are raising money. Somebody mentioned we have raised 30 million. I said, SOC, please, any money in the office. Life is more important than.
Do you see it? Any money in the whole parish you bring, my life is in danger. Do you see it? That is what we always preach here. Life first. Ndokako. Life is more than money. But are you going to, as long as the thing never happened to you, you will not accept, you will not agree, you think that no, propaganda. If, for example, I don't know this man, but maybe before now, if you go and meet him privately and say, Oga, please, we need money. ESN needs money. We are contributing money. Can you help us? Even you are a big man. Help us secretly. Anything you can give us. He will now sit you down and start preaching to you how Nigeria will be better just through prayer. Through prayer. We pray. Just as Cardinal Arinze say we should pray. Join political parties. Go and pray. In Nigeria, they know that the problem we have is living with people that we don't have the same value with. They are seeing us as strange, and we are seeing them as strange also. That is the main problem. Do you understand? No, he will not. He will laugh at you and say, "Nah, you people are." He will tell you how he himself, being an elder, he has seen what you cannot see, even when you climb Iroko tree. This man, I'm telling you, he will preach to you how you are a small boy. All these things are wishful thinking. That these people, nothing can happen. That our Nigeria is intact, everything is okay, they are protecting everybody. So had it been you meet him directly and start telling him about ESN, he will start teaching you how you want to bring, even you want to bring war to our land. What is he? He's a non-government factor. Non-government state actor. There's a way they used to say it. He's a non-state actor, so it's not good. But today, when they told him that we raised 30 million, he said, "Oh boy, anything in the parish, gather everything. Do not waste time." Do you see it? The man didn't want to go to heaven again. Look at him, look at heaven. Look at him, look at heaven. For you to know that life is sweet. And that is what we are clamoring. For us to make our life sweet, good life, to live good life. Because this life is a gift of God. God gives to all of us. So it's good for us to create a system that warrants us to live good life. Not when you reach home, you cannot move an inch from. Look at no night life in our land. No night life. You want to move out by 6 o'clock, or even you are making, hey, is that life, for goodness sake? Is that life? Is that life? All that we are doing is to make sure we create a system that allows people to live good life, because this life, it has no duplicates. Stop allowing people to tell you, in heaven you enjoy. No, their enjoyment is in this world. That is it. Let us continue.
Transfer it to a certain account. Let's pay them that 100 million. And eventually, by 3 p.m., they say, call your people. The phone said, they have raised 130 million. I said, please, give them 130 million
in the package. In few hours. Very, very good. Because it's an emergency, that's it. I don't blame them. But if our leader is telling them 2015 we need guns and bullets to defend our land, they say, oh boy, this one, you are calling for war? You want guns and bullets to fight Nigeria? But today, under 1 hour, they have risen 130 million naira. Do you see it? Is God not wonderful? Do you see it? That money you fail to give ESN, that money you fail to bring to support us, you will give it to people, and as long as you are giving it to the terrorists, you are arming them. It is either you arm ESN, support and arm ESN, or you arm your killers. These are the two options. There is no neutral ground on it. They will kidnap you and you pay. You pay, they will use your money to go and buy more arms. The money you would have given to people to protect you, ESN, IPOB, Do you see what we are saying? It's logic. Let us continue.
So their leader said, package the money. Their leader was born in Igbo land. So born from Sudan, but the parents had died. He was born in Igbo land. So said he was born around Omai Amuzuku, where the father was a cow dealer, cow.
And let me play. I played it at the early time, but let me. What he said. Hold the Ojo responsible for this, because he boasted he is the first person to bring Ruga in our land, and this person, the kingpin that kidnapped him, he's a Sudanese from Sudanese family from Sudan, the parents from Sudan, but he was born in Igbo land, in La Panta, where Ojo gave to them, and he was proud about it. The boy speaks Igbo fluently. Do you understand? You see, as I used to say it here, it doesn't matter how long you stay with you stay with these terrorists. They speak your language, they do everything, but it doesn't remove the fact they hate you. They did it in Mali. I used to give example of Mali. The people that attack Mali citizens, Malians, they were their neighbors, not the people that come from Akafanchan or from Ofa. No, they are Fulani that they have been living with for centuries. Malian Fulanis, when they saw any opportunity, whenever they see any opportunity, they join the terrorists coming from the North Africa. They join them, say, this is our brother, this is what we wanted to do. So that is why it is very dangerous. Allowing them, under Nigeria, we are one Nigeria. You allow them. You give them our land. You allow them to be, training their cows. No, it's very dangerous. Listen to Ojo Zokalo, please, because he is directly responsible for what happened to this prelate. Listen.
When people talk about Ruga is not an issue for anybody to be discussing. In 2001, I did a Ruga in Abia.
Are you hearing?
Yes, it's true.
The Ruga that from where you get that man, the people that kidnapped Bishop Samuel Kanu, is 2001. He brought the Ruga. Do you see it? That is the reality. That is the truth. As a governor, Ojo Zokalo is boasting. And you see people clapping for him. You see how naive our people are. They don't understand the dangers that are facing us.
The whole cows were being sold in Ubaya and Aba. In 2001, when I became governor, I called the Hausa community and they called me. I said, Umuahia, Aba, we need to decongest because it's not a city. Where you have ShopRite in Umuahia today, it used to be a cow settlement. If anybody knows that. The same thing with Aba. But I had an honest meeting with them. I said, I'm going to be providing you land. I'm going to be providing you water, electricity, everything.
Are you hearing?
This is where we are going to do. I collected 5 coastal buses. I said, bring your leaders. I'll join with some of your executive. We will go and see this land. If it's agreeable by all of us, I call the communities. We had meetings, and the communities say yes, allow them to come.
Because he told them that, I say without our leader coming, before God and man, without our Mazi Johnathan opening our eyes about the danger of these people, we would have been embracing these terrorists. Because the politician, that is how we preach to the community in Logba, that I'm bringing development for you. So, and they're happy. Today, what are you seeing? That is why the youths in Omunochi, they rose up today to block the road, to protest, which is good, about the Fulani kidnapping and killings going on there. Courtesy of Ojo Zokalo. I say ignorance is the biggest, highest disease. Do you understand? When our eyes we are not opened, If not for Mazi Kanu in this enlightenment, we would have been embracing Fulani headsmen as our saviors even. Anywhere we will even be paying to bring them in our own land. But look at it. Let me continue with it. I flash back for you to understand the genesis of what happened to this man and what is happening to many others. Because why we are talking about this man today everywhere in the social media, in the media, is because he is a big man. He's a bishop in Methodist church. So he's not a small person. It happened to him. You don't hear ordinary people that are kidnapped and slaughtered and their organs, removed, taken, sold by these Fulani terrorists. You don't hear them. You don't hear about them. You don't hear those that paid, paid money, paid ransoms of maybe 1 million, 2 million. No. Those are, it doesn't matter. Because maybe our people have taken it as a new normal. Maybe if you go to the police, they say, how much you pay? They say, I paid 1.5 million naira. They say, now, I beg, thank God that you come out. Say, there's a way our people behave. People there in that zone behave. Police can tell you, is that what you are crying? I beg, go and thank your God that you are still alive. You pay 1.5 million. You are talking. For me to go and arrest who? I beg, go, I beg. That is it. A new normal. Continue listening.
If you involve police or soldiers or DSS, we kill you because our life will be at peace. We kill you first. We said, down there, don't shoot it, don't go. 7 decomposing bodies there. I thought we cut off their head, they are there. So if you like, but we were preceding the order of killing the human beings. So they said, cooperate. So the man, the anchor man, I told him, what you may do, please talk to the man. The man said, go and buy 5 bananas of gold, big ones, put 20 million into 5. Bring it to somewhere, we'll come and take it. Then he said,
imagine the volume of 100 million naira in a note that, in a currency that the highest note is 1,000 naira. Imagine. How many 1,000 makes up 1 million? Talk less of 10 million. Talk less of 100 million. 5 Ghana must go bags. Do you see? The big bag. For you to understand that as T.Y. Danjuma said, they collude. They are working with the Nigerian military. Because only them cannot pull up all this. They are working with different sections, with Pantami, giving his foot soldiers in the communication area, giving informations about anything that if they are being tracked, they will know. They will let them know. So this is a highly organized. Obadiah Mailafia said it, that these people are highly sophisticated and organized. Do you understand? But you are there moving as a zombie. As long as you see what you go your business and come back, you make your gain. You believe that nothing make Nigeria not so now. Chuku. What we are doing is stopping the Fulani conquest agenda. That is what IPOB is doing. Do you understand? Let us continue listening.
Then he said that we should be here with 2 of them. One was like this one. They pointed gun at us. They said, if the other said shoot, if we disappoint them, or if we count any bundle of the money and they not up to 10 million, they will kill us. So we counted 20 million into 5, and then they will tell them to release our phone. They say, okay, why we don't want to release your phone is, why we don't want to hold your phone, they'll use it to track us. So take your phone. Yeah. We were there. At the time, they said around 5:30, the youngest boy, who I think is younger brother to their commander, said, Oga, congratulations, you are free. You can go now. We have got our money, you can go. Let me show you the road. They took us to old road where they wrote welcome to the Demo and a goodbye from Abia. You know, we share boundary, road to the church. Then they say, you know this road? I said, I don't know. I pretended, because it's my village. It's my village. I said, I don't know the place. They say, follow this road. You get to somewhere, you will see people there. So I followed the road. We followed the road there first until we saw people. But what pains me most is that these people told us that they are going to bring, after buying enough weapons, they bring all those that have been put in the Sahara, driven away from Zamfara, Katsina, Zambisa forest, that they are all coming to locate themselves in Igbo land, that there is no security in Igbo land.
Is it not what our leader said in that World Igbo Congress? Just tell me. This first-hand information, is it not what our leader said in 2015? In World Igbo Congress,
that nonsense.
That they were calling him.
Of course, we're fighting until we get
intellectuals were asking him, what passport will he come with? He said, give me guns and bullets, so that to defend our land.
Before the 1st of January 2016, there will be Biafra,
they will fill our bush.
Nigeria as you know it will be like Somalia.
Is it not what this man, what they have to take one? They are bringing, because there is no security, because we know that Nigeria will not protect us. Mazi Johnathan knew that. That is why he is soliciting, so that we do our private efforts. But you hear people that know it all in the ground. You know, they will be reciting what they studied or what they read, because they are trained to remember. They don't care about the reality. No, the reality doesn't matter to them. What? Let me continue, please. Let me continue and round up.
That they come there and then they will deal with us. And that that man was just flippant. He said, do you know about the Lagos Expressway? We are in all the bush there. We are everywhere there. We are also in the south. So we are waiting for the slightest signal. We will finish you people and take over this land.
No, he cannot hear me.
They claim that Nigeria belongs to Fulani.
This guy has gone missing.
Do you see?
On duty.
He made the same
like
statement.
Give us your name and where you are. The caller on
one Yoruba man
phone. This is Radio Biafra.
That was kidnapped. I played it before I started. I played his own clip.
Yes, your name and where you are, please.
Before I started. The same thing that Fulani belongs to Nigeria.
Dakar in Senegal, we have strong people there.
I don't know. Do you understand it? It is not something isolated. It is not something they made up. It is an ideology that is inside all of them. That they go with. When you see a Fulani man, that is what they believe. It's an ideology that Nigeria belongs to them. And you want to. That is why I say, okay, will Igbo presidency stop this ideology and tell them, reverse it and say, no, Nigeria doesn't belong to Fulani. Now, ideology. As Pastor Iginla said, you can never stop ideology with guns and bullets. You understand? They have pregnanted the whole Fulani population that Nigeria belongs to them. The only thing that is good for us is to cut that, stop Nigeria, destroy Nigeria, so that they will no more have any claim on anything. That is it. We'll be on our own. That is what we are preaching. And that is the solution. As long as you continue with them in the same country, they say your land belongs to them. That is what their great-grandfather Ottoman Danfodio fought for. Don't you understand this? Don't you understand it? As long as you mention, you are still going on that name, Nigeria, you belong in the same country with them. They said your land, it is an ideology in them. It is not something that one person say. No, the whole people that they kidnapped, they used to say this right from time to time. One Yoruba pastor, one Yoruba musician, the same thing they told him. This man, the same thing. Now, what are you going to do about it? You are building Nigeria for them. They tell you that your land belongs to them. The only thing to do is you cut off, destroy that entity. Now, Everybody, Biafra doesn't belong to them, but Nigeria do. Do you see the logic there? That is what we want to drill into the skull of our people to understand. Let me rush and finish it.
I'm afraid of, I've been talking about this open grazing and this they have a plan. They have a plan. And
it's now he knows.
I accuse the soldiers.
It's now he knows they have a plan. When we shout it in Radio Biafra, our leader have been saying it. No, it's the talk of miscreants. No, we elders, what we see sitting down, you people have not, will not see it in the next 1,000 years. Do you see? Do you see? He's an elder. Now we know that they have a plan. They have a plan. Because it touched him directly. Do you see how selfish these people are? Because the thing affected him directly now. Now that is why you come, oh, they have a plan. Another person that he never touched will not, without it and say, oh boy, which kind of plan? This is propaganda. Until the day we touch him. Now, before you touch everybody, which means everything is done. They have gotten their agenda. But thank God that IPOB is here. They have a plan. Now you know they have a plan. They are.
Yes, we are not non-Christians. Some of them are Fulani. They are part of it. Well, they are shooting this man. When our people wanted to come the bush, the soldier said, if you move a step, we'll finish you. Don't go there.
Do you see it? Do you see the revelations being made here by a victim? A victim of such class, such caliber. If Nigeria is a country, it's something that would have made people to rise up spontaneously. But Nigeria is not a country. I'm telling you honestly. He's saying it direct. And it's the truth. People want to comb the bush where all these Fulani terrorists are. Soldiers protected. They say, no, don't enter there. If you enter there, I kill you. What does it tell you? That they collude, according to T.Y. Danjuma. That they are working hand in hand. That if you are waiting for the Nigerian military, for the Nigerian security to protect you, that you will be taken one by one. That is his exact words, T.Y. Danjuma. Continue listening.
So they know where the boys are, they know the location, and what they do is in the daytime they use their cow to confuse people. Then after some time the cows will go to rest and they take their gun and do the operation of kidnapping. Government should act decisively. They should act decisively. Otherwise,
you see where the ignorance is thinking. This man is calling the government that didn't care for him. They didn't raise anything. A government that he say he know. What is government? Military is the biggest arm of government, I should say, because it's for defense. Now this man now know that the military are working hand in hand with all these Fulani terrorists. But he came back to say government should do everything possible to protect everybody. and that is if sometimes I look at the ignorance of all these people, I bow. I'm telling you, I bow.
What is happening in the northern part of the country will be a child's play. So what will happen here? So government should sit up, because the primary purpose of government is to secure life and property. Any government that has failed in that has failed woefully.
He quoted, he said the primary function of a government is to secure life and property. Do you know, this is something he learned from school, obviously. That is why I say education is not a knowledge, it's not a wisdom. This man failed to understand the reality, peculiar reality facing him. He is still quoting, government. So that thing he learned from school as a professor. The primary work of a government is to secure life and property. But did they secure you? What is the reason? This is something he should know. It is common sense. You don't need to be quoting what you learn from book as Pastor Toknadu say, Africans are trained to remember, not to do. You understand? This one, after everything, did government intervene? He said government did not. He will say it. Government did not intervene in his own case. Neither help in paying, in raising any money, or in pursuing the kidnappers. Rather, they help them. Now he's coming to tell you what he learned from book, that the primary job of the government is to protect lives and properties. Did they protect you? Which means there is no government. Try to understand the reality facing you. That is it. Let me round up.
And Nigeria is on a reverse gear. We are nosediving. We are nosediving. We don't have security. All the bush we went around, no soldier, no police, nothing. The people, were having a field there. And the way they released those was, if they kidnap people along the Chicago, they will parade them. And then when the parents are released from that particular spot, those they arrest, they kidnap along the expressway, they bring them. Eventually they bring them there to collect ransom. Those they kidnap along anywhere in the south, around the southeast. So they know that they are there. And I did that. When I said to the organ, how do you collect this money? He said, don't worry. Once you are through with you, we will invite motorcyclists. They will come and there will be a truck. The truck will come to put the money in the truck. And that the people who made them say that was exactly what happened. Immediately they came out from the bush. They told them they were monitoring whether there is police armed. They said, go up. Okay, come back, come this way. And then eventually they stopped. A truck came without number.
A truck without number belongs to the military, Nigerian military. Do you understand? It is crystal clear. Because there is no other truck that can. It's the Nigerian military. This is what the situation we unfortunately found ourselves. Had it been this man was killed, beheaded, BBC will be the first to target IPOB ESN. Do you see? Immediately, even the governor will come out and say it is ESN. It is we enter into bush, it was kill ESN inside the bush. Or do you see it? They are working, they are colluding with the Nigerian military. You have no government. Your government is a terrorist government that is killing us.
The boys will carry one Ghana must go to put in until they took the 100, and after they have done 100 million, they said, okay, you can go. So that's how we went back. So the people have been saying, some people, I don't know what they wanted to achieve, that I said, when did they see me to say that it was I thought by religion? When did they see me? When did I say I thought? I didn't say I thought. So I don't know, they were trying to bring in political and religious correlation. So what I know was that, in fact, when they were talking about it, I didn't know what it meant. For over 12, 13, 14, 15 hours, no food, nothing to drink, nothing to eat.
Something he said when they talk about kidnapping, I didn't know what it meant. Do you see? That is why if it's happening to another person, you take it light. Pray. You come to mass and celebrate, pray. Everybody pray for him to come out. Now you experience it. Must everybody experience it in order to know? That is what our leader was trying to prevent. He preempted, do you understand? Stopping the Fulani conquest agenda. But these people, they want to see it happen. Doubting Thomases. When it's happening, but it has happened to him. This is where I'm going to stop. If I continue, there would have been a place where another priest will take over and start thanking governor. He looked him one kind eye. Say, which kind? He want to be politically correct. We pray, thank governor Abia State, this and that. And it's happened. They are saying all these things in Lagos. Maybe the man is even an Oduduwa man, the other person. I look at it, I laugh. This is where I'm going to stop. Remember the topic, stopping the Fulani conquest agenda. We either continue what we are doing, or all of us will perish. Do you understand? Our leader said it. He told it koro without me. You know why I like our leader? It doesn't mince words. He tell it to you as it is. He say, I need guns and bullets. If you don't do it now, all of us will perish. It's either Biafra will come or all of us will perish. And that is truth. Now this bishop has experienced it. He say, I never know before. If I'm hearing of kidnapping, I don't even understand. But now it happened to me. Must we allow everything, all these things to happen to us before we react? That is not a human character. That is a tree. We shouldn't allow something to happen to us before we react. It happened in 1966 when we were not political in nature. That time, ignorant. And people in the north, they were killed before starting to understand that, oh, I go on Africa. People were slaughtered. Today, please join what we are doing. Support ESN, support IPOB. So that what happened to others will not happen to you. We jointly, fight against this and liberate ourselves. That is what we are asking for. I will go on a few minutes break so that when I come in, I will take calls. I will not take much calls today because I have another schedule. I will be right back.
Announcement. Here comes a great gathering of the people from the West African region. Ambazonia, Biafra, Oduduwa, living across the entire globe, the entire world. Coming from different parts of all the continents of the world to Brussels, Belgium, to march in great mass and in great multitude. All hail Biafra. Long live Ambazonia. Freedom for Oduduwa Republic. United we stand and shall never fall. With one vision and joint strength, the land of Belgium will feel the heat of by the Abo people.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Our lines are now open. You can call us on direct line on +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a first caller on direct line. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Mazi Johnathan, are you talking to me?
Are you not on WhatsApp? Are you
from Gabon?
Yeah, go on, please. You're on WhatsApp. Go on. I'm talking to you.
Okay. Good evening from Gabon, Mazi Johnathan.
There we go.
I'm grieving Biafrans all over the world. I'm grieving Biafrans in Biafra land. My name is Sumobilo Chooks. I hear from Umi Homa, Umokobra, Selangwa South, Aba province. Mazi Johnathan, God bless you and reward you for your good work. You have been enlightening Biafrans and making Biafrans, those who want to understand the danger ahead. You people, presenters, are doing, we are continue what our supreme leader, where he stopped before they kidnap him. I just want to, through your topic, I just want to say one thing concerning the Methodist priest they kidnap. I will say, because they refuse to hear the voice of the current prophet that is living. That is why God made this man to go and witness and see exactly what our leader is talking about for long. It is the will of God that he is one of them that is against Biafrans. It's one of them that one Nigeria has eaten their bone. God made it to happen to be true. And two, I am talking about Panther. Kanu, all Jews of Kanu, really, I don't believe that all Jews of Kanu is an Igbo man. All Jews of Kanu press his blood, feel that he need by his side. That is why he brought Fulani into Panther, because he cannot deny that he is not a Fulani. All his actions prove that he is not an Igbo man. Also, Jonathan, there's something that I want to, it's not under your topic, something that is happening in Aba, and they have called me several times to confirm you, tell me that a group is now going house to house in Aba, taking people in Aba as thieves at night. People's ATM. After they take that ATM, you will not have any other money in your account. This is a new group that is rising in Aba.
You mean there is a group that in the night they will come to your house?
Yes, this is happening at Aba as of this period. They will come and enter a yard. Every ATM there, they will force them to release it. So whenever they go back, all the money in the bank, in that very account, will be emptied. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Mazi, I hope you've called BBC. I forgot to ask you.
Yeah, I am under Twitter.
Okay, but you pick phone and call. It doesn't take much. Please.
Okay. I have tweeted all of their stations.
It's okay. Thank you.
Africa, BBC Africa. I have tweeted
it's okay.
all of them.
Thank you very much. We must continue. I have a caller, Mazi Akas. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi Johnathan. Good evening from here, my brother.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program.
Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria, and by the special grace of Chukwu Kabiyama, I am the IPOB Austria National PRO. Mazi, thank you so much for always speaking the truth to our people. I just want to thank our leader, the man who saw tomorrow. What is happening today, our leader prophesied this in 2014. That they are coming and their people are going to guide them. They will kill our people. Today is happening before our eyes. And I think, Mazi, the truth about this thing is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what is happening in our land today is the reason why this man was kidnapped in Kenya, tortured, rendition back to the zoo. Even most of these people who donated 100 million to give to Fulani, even if you ask them about this thing, that's issue of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they would say, is it not what he said? Is it not what he said that kept him there? Our people are the type of tribe that if something does not happen into their eye, they cannot believe it. I love in one side I would say I love what is happening, because if it is
of course, don't say in one side. Of course, it is good, so that everybody will be experiencing it direct, because that is what our people want. If you are telling them to be careful, to take precaution in time, they will be laughing at you as if you are the stupid person. Even go on, Mazi.
Mazi we ndị be na-atụ n'ilu asị nwata na nchichi mmiri ya sị mgbe igidi pụrụ ka ya hụ n'anya. Really, I was discussing this issue with a friend. He said, this 100 million, why not this man said, my people don't donate any 100 million to give this Fulani that want.
Yes.
Why not you say, don't donate this 100 million to give this Fulani? Kill me so that I can be able to go to heaven. This heaven, they are preaching to people that it doesn't matter, you can
all
go back. When you die,
fake and fake, false. They are using it as just something to coagulate people, hold people hostage. Mazi, please go on.
You know, so I was like, I said, my brother, you are right. He said, so this man know what life is all about. To even agree to give 100 million to Fulani that kidnap him in our own land, Mazi, not in northern state, in our own land. People gathered 100 million to give for some sort of criminals for him to be released. But if this thing happened to a poor people, they will say, let us pray. Even if they ask about even 5 million, nobody will agree to contribute that money. But I thank God for what happened. At least to once again to vindicate IPOB and ESN, to vindicate that what is happening in our land is a very big conspiracy with the Nigerian government, the Nigerian army, the Nigerian police. They have gathered to support Fulani to kill our people. This is what Mazi Johnathan said in 2014, so 2015. It is happening today. This man had been shouting. He went to America. He said, "Give me guns and bullets." Our people were asking him, "How do you manage to come to America?"
They turned it against him. They use it as a weapon that they want to fight Nigeria. You kill him, arrest him. This is it's our people. Every time they will be reading, the Jews ganged up against Christ, and they are reading it. They don't know it's their character they have. Somebody that is protecting meant good for you, they gang up against him, direct, say kill him, bring him for their selfish interests. Mazi, please round up.
So Mazi, all I'm saying in a nutshell is that it is time, at least the criminal BBC that all of us are calling today to ask them these important questions that they're supposed to answer, they can now go and interview this man so that they will stop saying this right, you know, propagating this stupid ideology, this propaganda against Biafra. Let them go and interview this man, because the same people say when this thing happened, they are trying to say it's ESN and ESN that kidnapped this man. Now the whole world have seen that what is happening in our land is from the Nigerian government and their army and their police starting Fulani to kill our people, adopt them, destroy them, and the same people that are supposed to save the people are now colluding with the criminals to kill us. This is why Mazi Johnathan, when he was begging these people for them to form a vigilante, to form a group that can be able to save our people in the forest, these governors refused until Mazi Johnathan formed ESN. Our people should be thankful enough that at least today, this is the same ESN they want to destroy. This is the same ESN who has been fighting inside the bush to make sure they destroy all these criminals hiding inside the bush to kill our people, raping our mothers. Our people should be thankful enough to say, Mazi Johnathan, thank you for saving our life. If not this case, Mazi, I swear before to Biafra. By now, our people, it will be a mind blowing. But thanks to Biafra, it is time for everybody now to wake up to support ESN. If you people can gather 100 million to give to Fulani, gather 100 million to support ESN, and there are mad people everywhere.
Yeah, well, Mazi, thank you.
Mazi, bless you, my brother. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah, well, thank you. Caller on direct line, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line.
Yeah, Mazi,
there we.
Yeah, my name is Preempting from Baba, but I come from the Republic to be precise with Mazi. Mazi, you see, our people, Mazi, honor them, the great prophet of our time, the Yahusha of our time that come back in our own time, whose name is Nnamdi Kanu. He prophesied this 7 years ago, but today, our people gang up to kill him. What that is inside that Deuteronomy, they have been reading every day, and the Exodus is the character of Igbo man. But they are deceiving themselves every day by day. Deceiving themselves in the name of a church, they are deceiving themselves. They know the truth, but they keep on deceiving themselves. Look at everything my leader has prophesied for how many years ago is today happening in our land. No, today they cannot see it. Most of them are the people that even encourage the people, their members not to listen to Biafra. In their various churches, they encourage them not to listen to Biafra. That Biafra is evil. Why Biafra is life? Biafra is where you have life. But these people, because of their selfish interest, because they are criminals, but I don't care whoever that is angry, because we are telling them the truth for them to repent. Since they are now the Pharisees and the Pharisees, they will bear the consequences, because that Bible they read tell them that the people perish lack of ignorance. That is the consequence of ignoring our leader. The consequence of gathering up to kill the prophet of our time, the savior of our generation. That is what they are repeating today, Mazi. Let it continue to be happening. They will reap what they sow. All of them are the ones. Even they here in Cotonou, if you are telling them the truth, they keep on quoting New Testament, quoting something that is somebody read. If you ask them to go and verify history, know what history is to tell about it, they will never listen to you. They will swallow everything the white man did them. Swallow say is ultimate. How can you say it's ultimate? Why don't you go and make research and know what is the evidence to prove what they are defending? They will never research for history. Our people are those people. When you are telling them that the fire is burning, they say nothing is happening until that fire touches them. So this man is what of those that have no money, they have been killing, selling their parts inside bush, because Fulani have been telling them so many years ago, they are telling them to today, they are telling them that Nigeria belongs to them. Nigeria is their land, and they have come to conquer the land for their people. I will never blame the Fulani, because they are fighting to preserve the land, to conquer the land for the betterment of their own people, for their own race. The same thing the British did, the same thing all the whole world did. They fight to conquer other people for the goodness of their own people. I will never blame the Fulani. I will rather blame the evil men, the selfish evil men in our land. They are claiming that they can speak good grammar. They can come in white man language and speak. They think that speaking English made them have common sense or reason like human being. Why they are lower than animals? Look at them. Look at them today. They are fighting to protect Nigeria. They are fighting to build one Nigeria. So you don't want to make a Anambra the buy of the buy of Fulani. You are building Anambra. You are building Fulani land. Are you not a madman? Do you have common sense at all? Why the Fulanis are telling that this land you are going to build the buy of Africa is their land, and they know the truth, but they are deceiving themselves because of their selfish interest. Mazi, let that rain continue to fall. Fulani, let them continue. I will never blame them. Why should I blame Fulani? I will never blame them, Mazi. Those that want us to die in this conquest by Fulanis, all of us will die together. Had it that my leader did not rise up to come, they would have still done that. They will face the fire. They must face the fire. Today they are still preaching this nonsense of praying that they are going to heaven. But this one today, he didn't want to go to that heaven. No? He didn't want to go to that heaven. Today he wants to stay and live in this earth. He don't want to go to heaven again. Because as a good man he is, as a bishop he is, he needs to just allow them to kill him so that he can go to heaven. Since they know that this earth is not, it does not meant for them. It does not meant for human beings. It meant for only the sinners. So heaven meant for them. Why don't you allow yourself to be killed so that you can go to heaven? And allow we that is sinners to remain in this earth that God will get us. God give us this earth for us to control, for us to build the environment that will suit our life, that we can benefit and live like human beings, not like animals, not to be killed by our fellow human beings. Fulani are fighting to conquer the land for the goodness of their own people. I can never blame the Mazi. I will never blame the Fulani Mazi. I will blame those selfish interests in our land. The governors, the senators, the pastors, the so-called bishops that know everything but they are deceiving themselves. They will come out and be blowing grammar, blowing English, Araman language. And as they are speaking, they are so-called followers are clapping. They don't even know what this man is saying. They are clapping. They are clapping. Telling them fast or ride on. Fast or ride on. Ride on in the stupidity. Ride on for what you don't know. Don't you ask me, why do you build upstairs? Why do you have jet? Why do you use handset? Why do you use all these things that you are using? Since this world does not make for you. Then why are you using things that was made in the earth, in this planet? Because this planet, everything that are being used is made by human beings, which you are the first example of human being in this earth that are controlling the earth. Mazi,
Ndewo.
Mazi, let me stand up from here. My name is Preempting from Obingaba. Mazi, I called BBC 2 times. I'm going to call it tomorrow, Mazi.
I know. Ndewo. Thank you. Ndewo. Caller on Signal. Welcome to the program. Caller on Skype, WhatsApp, please hold on. Caller on Signal has been there before you. Caller on Signal, can you hear me? Caller on Signal.
Yeah, Mazi, watching the game.
Welcome to the program.
I'm calling from the zoo.
Ndewo.
So, Mazi, your program is listening to it every evening, gives us hope and life. This is our bishop. I say that I go for to put us down. I not practice the Bible at all because the disciples, Jesus' disciples, there was many of them for 100 million ransom. Most of them even went to places where they were killed, knowing fully well the reward which they do preach for us in the church or heaven. So I wonder in his own case, or just in God's heaven. And if these members say contribute to all this money, if it is their own case that they were kidnapped, this bishop would not even rally the church around for his own members. So you see where the deception comes from. I don't know I won't do or I am matching it. But I was the time I'm a new man now. Even with how it is in Nigeria, that you can easily predict what will happen the next day. Even in our cities, it will still come to our bedrooms and our kitchens. And nowhere will be safe in the shortest time. Then let me see if they will still lie down. But for IPOB and Nnamdi, Kanu and every Biafrans, we have stand up by and nothing is putting us down. But the BBC matter, I think most of these happenings, we should help them and document more this program by sending them these interviews, these videos, and all of this happening.
They are seeing it more than you, Mazi. They are seeing it more than you. They are simply evil. They are seeing it more than you. That's it. They are all this thing. They know.
We should bring their own. We should have a lot of.
Mazi, let me tell you, there is something Britain is afraid of. There is something I think Britain is also afraid of. They thought that if they support Biafra restoration, that we will sue them, they will continue paying us indemnities. But that is not the truth. What we want them to do is to stand on the side of the truth. And after we resolve our problem, that is it. Because they are the cause of our problems today. Our being massacred, more than 6 million of us. They are the cause. They know. So that is why they are afraid. They know. They know.
Yes,
but they are wrong.
We know that.
Go on, Mazi.
So we all know. We know that they are afraid. We are very positive people. We don't like that will hold us down. But that doesn't mean that we should succumb to them. Suing them and doing all of this doesn't mean that we should sit down and look at them what they are doing. They also have this motive in their mind in building their own places, taking care of their citizens. So why keeping us in abject so we are going to we should help them. Those documents who need to IPO members and strong agitators. We will now bring that to that very place where these men are calling Fulani, are calling the Nigerian government and the army, and put it there for them and send it to them. Because we have to know our Akuzi area. And Mazi, we are very, very happy because all the amazing and I don't know if it's a bad word though, but I would have said that because they have done it to other people. And when you keep quiet, it's in the Bible. na amamikpe ga-adịrị onye hụrụ ọjọọ and okwu condemn ya. So there are more great, I think, when that guy just Zilaya Eligua, then at least the also stand out.
No, Mazi, I don't really agree because I don't really agree with you because had it been all men like that, they will start accusing ESN.
Yes,
that's it. So that's it. So. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Yeah, Bill, I agree with you, but you know, in these things, I need to if you know how these people confront us on our daily activities, like today, somebody in war, that there will not be hospital, there will not be food, this your children. I cannot tell him that this very thing in Kuna is upon us. It's just that you're too black. It's all I've decided, and it is not today, even before we are born in 18 something. Then how did I have to articulate?
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Thank you.
You see that this lad, swimming in ignorance. And there's because one more thing in this program, I think we should think on how to download it. Because most of our listeners and participants in this they want to get, like me, I go to radio and other places. You download these things so you can be reaching it. Because these are with knowledge. If you are not hearing, there are lots of information that we gather from here. Even how we should, live our daily lives and be careful of some things that other people are. So I really appreciate it. I say may God bless every one of you. Even give you more greater knowledge that when you come to say things, when you say things, it seems as it's direct from heaven. Have no ever.
Thank you. The broadcast is always even released on WhatsApp. So we continue doing that. Caller on WhatsApp. Please, thank you for holding on. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Thank you, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Mazi Johnathan. I'm calling from Senegal.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, my contribution to the burning issue in our land today, because I am in Abazin. But know one of the things I have freedom fighting, and I must thank Almighty Chukwokika Abiyama for what is happening, because what happened to this Methodist bishop, God using to restate the message our leader has given to Igbo World Congress 2015. That these people are in our bushes and these people are coming to kill us. God used that particular man to remind those who has not heard, and those who has heard and played deaf ear towards it. God used that man to remind every Biafrans to be at alert and security conscious. But people don't understand. Now, I listened to one of our brother little broadcast in the morning, and he made a very intelligent statement concerning Kumuyi coming to Aba, and he said in his broadcast that Kumuyi was the target, which to bring disunity between Biafran people and Oduduwa people against the program we are having this month. But to God be the glory, Kumuyi gave listening ear to their IPOB advice and withdrew. Because during his program, he said that if it's Kumuyi, these people kidnapped, they will make sure they kill Kumuyi. And once they kill Kumuyi, it will bring another internal enmity between IPOB and Oduduwa people, which we also take our stop, our bond far distance again. But to God be the glory. God is really fighting for the Biafran people, and is fighting for us. As I don't know how to say it, but God is really fighting for us. And secondly, I begin to reason about the things happening in Biafra land. I begin to reason in this way, that God himself wants this kidnapping of our leader. God wants to use it to open the eyes of our people. Because if our leader is outside and all these things is happening, there is no way they cannot tag it upon IPOB. And there's no way they cannot say he's the one commanding whatever that is happening. But God kept him aside so that people can see the truth he has been preaching. You know, our people are very, very stubborn people. They don't, when the message is going, they will never hear until when the messenger is out of the face, they will not begin to remember. And that is what, to me now, that is what I can say, that God kept our leader out of the way a little bit for our people to use their brain to recall. Because as na Igbo bani, hana de eme ihe mmana, as na keke esi ekwe, their own distance na de aboro na mmara. So with what is happening now, many people has begun to wake up. Oburozi our leader na agwazifa ọ na ha na-echetazi ihe o kwuru wee na-ejizi ọnụ ha na-confess that this is what he has preached so far. And secondly, Mazi, I don't know, I want a suggestion she make. I don't know whether if he's allowed in this platform, is called about security suggestion
something that is not meant for the whole world to listen to. You better keep it. You can send me voice. You understand? Okay,
no problem.
There we go.
Thank you, Mazi. Biko, DC Kelore Naro, Mazi Johnathan, Chuku Gozegi, Gambo Biafra Nina. Na yo boy say ndi niile kulitere for this. Ka ha happen na ego we na kpuo because emago I don't know, a hungry man is an angry man. Many of them now, they were angry, came on the street protesting with the oneness. But when many of them now, we begin to see what they want to eat. Now you see some will be sabotaging others. But I pray that such spirits should not enter them as they have risen up to this fight. Let them unite themselves because our land is really sieged. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Remain blessed. We are inching closer towards the end of this program. I have callers that are calling on direct line. I want to pick it. Callers on WhatsApp and Signal. Hold on. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
There, welcome to the program.
Thank you. My name is Nnamdi. I am calling from Oka. Mazi Johnathan, is clear to everybody to see that our leader, as he said that Somalia will be better than Nigeria. Somalia is better than the zoo now. It's happening everywhere, killing in this land, everywhere, wailing, which you have conducted program about wailing and crying, agony in every place is happening. But I want to point out three things in today's topic, stopping the Fulani conquest. Number one is that stopping Fulani conquest cannot be stopped. Fulani conquest cannot be stopped with prayer. Otherwise, our own brother Bishop Samuel Shuku Kanu would have stopped them. We would have stopped the kidnapping. We would have stopped paying the ransom. But prayer didn't stop them. Fulani knows what they are doing. If we didn't do something, they will not stop. but we are doing the practical work. One of it is what we are doing on the media. Another is what ESN is doing. But it's obvious that the governors, the politicians are fighting the ESN, and the work they should have been doing is now left alone, and the Fulani are approaching, doing what they tend to do. Now, second thing is that if this thing had happened to ordinary person in the church of this man, they will use it to do sermon, that the person didn't pay his tithe and offering. That if he was telling them to donate money, they will be hiding their money. They will use them to do topic in the church, but today it has happened to him, and the whipping amount, huge amount, that we saved people in the hospital, 100 million was paid. Another thing is that in this you and our sister topic, there is something the topic you treated one day, spirituality and religion. And it's clear that what these people are practicing is religion. Because indeed our leader is a spiritual man. That is how he was able to see this thing that is happening today. It's not by drinking. He didn't saw the things that are going on today and the ones that are yet to come by religion. It's through spirituality, because it's only through spirituality that you can commune with the Almighty, not through religion. But all these bishops and even our own brother cardinal, if they were in the spirit, they would be seeing these things, but they won't. What they are seeing is one Nigeria. Hope, pray, it shall be better, it shall be better. And the people are dying every year in Biafra land. Those that are listening can testify that in every day as you are moving, you will see dead body on the road. Some are being rotting there, and the people are passing every day. So they must be stopped, and they will not relent. All of us that are genuine in this quest to restore Biafra, we know that indeed these people are everywhere, and something must be done. That is why we should keep on obeying the leadership, do as they said. Those that can contribute. Those that can do the practical work should be doing. It's obvious that we can't contribute, but we are seeking for a way to be contributing. Find a way for the people in the Biafra land to be contributing money, because even me, I want to be contributing no matter the amount. The data we buy is not enough. Find a way, because this thing has to be stopped. Thank you, sir. God bless all of you. IPOB, one family.
Thank you very much. You know, if I will suggest also, people that want to contribute in the wider zoo in Biafra land, you know, if need be, they should be buying data for people that really wants to be listening to Radio Biafra. That is for my own suggestion. That money, you can use it, you can buy data, help those that cannot have data enough to listen to Radio Biafra. It's also part of it. I have a caller on signal. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Please make it brief, because I am on the verge of closing. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Good evening.
Welcome to the program.
Good evening, dear friends, all over the world. So I'm happy to receive your your response this evening. Thank God for the program this evening.
Mazi, are you using earpiece? Please, you remove it.
No, sir, I'm speaking direct to my phone, sir.
Oh, okay, it's going inside and coming, or you are removing your mouth from the phone. I don't know. Go on, go on.
Okay. This evening, thank God for what happened. It happened for the purpose for the whole world to know that IBP is free from what is happening in our land today. We are not involved of kidnapping and killing. And this one is a lesson to all the GO and GS and all the pastors. This man today, the bishop and his church, so what I'm telling all the GO and all the GS this evening is that pray harder so that our leader will be released. Otherwise, we are about to this morning. This is early morning. As long as our leader is held there, the Fulani kidnappers and the Fulani killers, they'll be hunting all of you because today, this bishop have given them 100 million. And they will be targeting every one of you. I'm telling you the truth. So what happened is that we know you pray, and God hears your prayer. Pray so that our leader will be released, so that we can be free and go our own way by our referendum. And so I'm advising everybody to be watchful, to be careful. And what happened concerning this bishop has made us to know that we are not into kidnapping business and killing business. IBP is an innocent entity. If I can say that somebody should go to that bishop congregation, we will verify and see that there are people who are hungry in that congregation who cannot eat 3 times a day. But the congregation rapidly, quickly contributed 100 million for him to be released. You see what is happening. And the Bible says, poor religion is to take care of the fatherless and the widows. But the fatherless and the widows in that church, that bishop church, are they taken care of? So you see what is happening. So all of you, pray hard as we, the IBP members, are praying for our leader to be released. So that is my comment this evening. Thank you, my professor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I have a last caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Mazi Johnathan. Can you hear me, sir?
The whole world is hearing you, not only me. Go on, please.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Go on.
Thank you very much for watching. I remain Mazi Johnathan. I'm calling from United Arab Emirates. I thank you this evening. I thank you this evening for your good broadcasting and your good topic. I want to say something about this religion people. This is concern the people. Actually, concern the because okay. Onwere ife na-eme na be anyị ndị be anyị niile ka anyị malite ife emela anyị rinne na be anyị ọtụtụ ife emega anyị na be anyị niile ka anyị mala ife ndị Igbo ka nkwenye na ndị Igbo ndị Biafra ka anyị malụ na ife ugboro ole ka ife ga-eme anyị wee mala ife ugboro ole ka ife ga-eme anyị wee mala ife anyị mara anyị na ndị Fulani akwụlọ ndị Fulani chọrọ ka ha Islamize everybody. Mana nsogbu anyị na ndị Igbo n'isogbu ndị be anyị bụ na ndị Igbo adịghị agba ọsọ mmiri mozuru ofe ahụ. Anyị adịrọ political in nature. Anyị chere na anyị jide ego bụrụ ọka omegbu anọfu Igbo land, eze ndị Igbo n'ugwu, eze ndị Igbo na obodo ndị Yoruba, eze ndị Igbo n'ebe niile okwebiela. Anyị na-agba China, anyị na-agba Hong Kong, anyị na-agba ebe niile ọbụla na okwebiela. Okwebiro, a slave is a slave. Olu Udego no so kwade patana na mi be eba as far as they can under Nigeria Fulani government. A slave is a slave. Ọkwa kita afọ Igbo president ọkwa ọbịala wee gaa aga enyekwu n'Igbo president because agenda inye ndị Igbo president adịrị na agenda of Nigeria. They are just playing a game on your people. And then the so-called politicians and the elite, the so-called elite, are falling on those things. Ndị Igbo anyị kedu mgbe ife ga-eme anyị ka anyị wee malite? Kedu mgbe ife ga-eme anyị wee ma na anyị na ndị Fulani akwụlọ a na-play game or not? A na-agba anyị game n'isi. Now, mgbe our leader kpọrọ World Igbo Congress meeting ka amaka ga-etichekwa obodo anyị, nwanne anyị nwoke abụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wee yọọ biko kwado nnụ anyị ka anyị nye na anyị ego ka anyị gote egbe na mmụọ nke anyị ga-ejichekwa obodo anyị. Ndị chere na ha bụ ndị amamife were our leader wee mee akaja. Today our leader na-acha atụ mgbe afọ na Fulani na-abịa na ha nọkwa n'ọhịa anyị na ha ga-ebido gbuwa anyị onwekwe ga-atụpụla anyị ọnụ. Kidnap the bishop. They kidnap the bishop ndị Methodist of 400 million. Ọ bụrụ na unu nwere 100 million na akịta nye the leadership of IPOB egote mgbọ na egbe a ga-eji wee na-echekwa anyị a ga-ekidnap unu ọsịsị abụ mba. Why our people are so selfish? Kedu ihe ndị be anyị ji wee dị selfish? Kedu ihe ndị be anyị ji wee buru morals? Okay, kidnap wala nwa mmadụ akịta ọgba ọsọ ọsọ ndị members ya niile gba ọsọ ọsọ contribute ego enwe release ya between 2 days. Okay, mana ọ bụrụ ordinary member akịta ife a ga-edeclare bụ fasting and prayer because of no ordinary member a declare fasting and prayer until ndị kidnappers a court n'isi tọgbọ n'ala. Mana akịta no fasting and prayer dị place ya ọ nwere Bishop really breathed that money. Hey guy couldn't breathe. Without that money and we waiting one day other court to give a one and never and nothing will come out of it. Because they make and buy will manifest. Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, eventually one my fellow Biafrans, we must do every possible to make sure that we restore our beloved nation Biafra. We must do everything possible. And that our leadership. You people must do everything possible. Because we, the member of IPOB all over the world, we are formidable. And I want to put it to the notice of the world that Nigerian soldiers are kidnappers. Nigerian soldiers are now the kidnappers that are kidnapping people in Biafra land. Nigeria soldier and putting it to the notice of the world that Nigeria soldier is the kidnapping people in Biafra land and slaughtering people and harvesting the organs of people harvesting the organs of Biafrans. I want to put it to the notice of the world. Great IPOB, we must be resolute. And the Mazi Johnathan today don't will listen to Kankwana Balia. One threat na the state. Because of no cruiser, the commissioner of police, the DFAF Konye, now threat because of trouble after Kwezoku. No only Nigeria soldier being out on the mother. No, the Nigeria soldier being kidnapped the mother. No, Fulani Nigeria soldier being kidnapped the mother in the state. That land are not threatening the man. This time around, we must stand with our people who stand for truth. And I'm telling all the churches. Your people should bring money for the security of our land. Stop sending your money to Rome. Stop sending your money to England. Stop sending your money to the Yoruba criminal pastors. Bring this money, all the politicians, all the businessmen in Biafra land. Bring your money to the leadership of IPOB to secure our land for your own good, for your own freedom. Because Fulani want to take over our land. Imanandi Wadi Aboso, Miribo Talu. Okay, say to me for long, for one time. Okay, say to me for a long time. Okay, for one time. What then they go now? Marakudu is the Whatever good secretly, can we take our land? That way we freedom man. Kai wako na kono so pe wine on the line on India. Bikonu, ano maju na yo. Kai wako na kono. Kai wako na kono. Kai we so pe wine on that bikonu. Bikonu, ano maju na yo bikonu. Kai wako na kono so pe wine. Dalu maju, we don't really watch Chineke.
We must continue. Mazi, please, you are the last caller. You make it as brief as possible. Use 3 minutes, please. Mazi Ifanichuku Madabuti, please. Welcome to the program, please.
Thank you, my brother Jonathan. I appreciate you pick my call. I was persistent because I have a very important announcement to make. So, yes. Yeah, this is Ifan Chukumadabuchi. I'm calling you from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. I thank our people, Biafrans all over the world, for your appearance and performance on the 30th of May, our Independence anniversary and the Heroes and Heroines Day. You all made us proud all over the world, including in Biafra land, by locking it down, telling them that we are not laughing. So the announcement I'm making now is that the indigenous people of Biafra in the Netherlands, IPOB, invite you to our ESN support program. That will be on 18th of June, 18th of this month, and it will start at 3 p.m. prompt. 3 p.m. will be 3 p.m. Venue is Egoli, number 9. The postcode is 1103 Alpha Charlie Amsterdam, 1103 SC Amsterdam. The phones you can call is, the phone numbers you can call for direction and instructions are 31 6850 438 02. And I repeat, 31 6850 438 02. The second number is 31 61 666 3830. I repeat the last number, 31 61 666 3830. Yes, thank you, my brother. This stopping colonization you treated today is very important and very apt because of what is going on. Now, I want to tell people that by evidence or evidences we are having, now Nigerian army barracks are Fulani terrorist camps. Now, Fulani terrorists are being encamped in a Nigerian army barracks and they give them ID card. So I'm telling Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo of Anambra State and all the governors in the eastern region, Biafra land, to know that Fulanis are being camped inside the army barracks. And I'm telling them, like the governor of Anambra State, you know you have the people's goodwill, and we wish you to do well, but because now I read your communiques you issued, it was like you need we don't want to be in any confrontation with any governor in Biafra land. So na kpachala anya mali ihe ọ na-eme because na-egwu abara na-egwu nchichepu anya onye onwe amaghị ihe ndị Fulani na-emeji na Biafra now. You see, so the kidnap of the Methodist Bishop Kanu and the capture of the man who killed the Ethiopia Anambra House of Rep or Assembly is the way Chukwuokike Biama, our force multiplier, our shield, is fighting for us. Because all the accusations BBC and the whole British establishment is trying to put on IPOB and Biafran freedom fighters, Chukwuokike Biama is debunking and nullifying all of those by himself. So we thank Chukwuokike Biama for this. But my brother, I have to leave you. Thank you very much for giving me this time. Good night.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is where I'm going to stop. One thing is this. Imagine that it's an imam that was kidnapped in Castina, maybe by a group of Igbo boys. What do you think that would have happened? Your guess is as good as mine. Nigeria would have been in turmoil now. Do you know this thing that happened to a bishop? The so-called Nigerian Christian didn't rise up. I watch the welcome, though it's joyful, but people need to be crying instead of singing praises and thanking God. No, there is nothing to be joyful about. Because this man armed the Fulani to kill more people, to kidnap and kill more people. You that is singing you can be a victim, a direct victim. Because he gave them 100 million to continue their job. That is it. So, had it been an imam that was kidnapped, maybe in the northern part of the zoo, by maybe a group of Igbo people, by now, CNN, BBC, they will target the whole Biafrans as terrorists. Direct. Do you see what is happening? The so-called Christian Association of Nigeria, Christians in Nigeria, none of them raised their voice. None of them made any noise. This one we say no, is a Methodist, we are Catholic. This one we say no, it's not our group. Christianity is failing people. I'm telling you honestly. Christianity is failing people. Did the Pope talk? Did the Archbishop of Canterbury issue statement? If it's an imam that was kidnapped and this thing happened, by now Pope will be clamoring for pressurizing the Nigerian government to bring those that are those people to book. He will issue a statement. Christianity is failing. He have failed the people, mostly in that zoo, but they don't know. They are just beating about the bush. I'm telling you honestly. They are waiting for the mass slaughter so that they will be bringing Caritas will be coming. I don't say that is bad, but why not stop the cause of this problem instead of waiting for people to be dying so that you show work of mercy? Bringing Gariga bomb. That is rubbish. That is not what we are asking. Let us prevent this catastrophe. That is the most important thing. Instead of waiting for the catastrophe to continue in a large scale so that you will be seen giving out handouts. A bishop was kidnapped and underwent this torture. And the Christian did not rise up in Nigeria. If it's in the north, if it's an imam, the whole Nigeria will be in turmoil by now. Do you understand? Religion. Religion. Look at how a Fulani man was quoting his beloved brother in our land, Asari Dokubo, giving them information that is Igbo people, that is killing people. Do you see what religion is all about? For Asari Dokubo, the Fulanis are more of his brothers than his own people. Do you see the danger in religion? Do you see it? I know whereas the so-called Christians, no person cares for them. You are in your own. You are on your own. No bunch. Each and every one of them is as cheap as anything, bought with money. Nothing. What they care is for position and material things. Thank you for listening. Ndiana Agwakwan, do something with it. That is all we clamor. That is all our leader has been talking about. Do something. Be a good listener and a good doer. That is the thing. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow, as I said before, Mazi Johnathan, the head of the Directorate of States of the indigenous people of Biafra, will be on air by 7 p.m. Biafra time. Do not miss the broadcast. Thank you and remember, please, Biafra is our ideology. Biafra is who we are. Biafra is everything we have. Without Biafra, we are dead. If you have any other ideology more than Biafra, know that you've not started. From me, Mazi Johnathan, from here, it is simply good evening.
Announcement.